1, 2, 1, 2. Mic is working. Hey, 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 hey! It's that time of the week again. It's Mango Day. I am your host, Half Mango, and I have no idea what I'm doing here, but hello again, everyone. I have returned once again. Mango streaming 3 weeks in a row. He's actually back? No way. Get real? Ayo, is that the world famous VTuber Copperhead that I see? I'm just kidding. Hello, Sungahime. Glad you could make it. 3rd time's the charm. You finally made it. Welcome to the what is this? Half Mango Season 2. Jesus Christ. My brain is dysfunctional. I love having a dysfunctional brain. But that aside, how are you doing today, Hime? It's so good to see you. Well, I mean, to be fair, I just saw you yesterday in your stream, but yes. How has your week been? And how has your day been? It's Friday. It's Happy Friday. Tomorrow's the weekend. I'm assuming a lot of people are going nuts because they're gonna play the Elden Ring. What's the new DLC called? The Legacy of the Dung Eater? Okay, I know that's not a DLC, but I actually have no idea what the title is because I don't play Elden Ring. I finally launched Genshin again, so I'm just pre-farming mats for Furina and Siegewind based. Before I go leave the world for the Elden Ring DLC, as I thought. Everyone... There are only 2 kinds of people in this world. Either you play Elden Ring or you don't. It's Shadow of the Erdtree. Okay, Shadow of the Erdtree. But it should be the Legacy of the Dung Eater. I see. So I had the right idea. You know, that reminds me, I remember... Was it during the Dawn Trail announcement earlier this year? When Yoshi P came on stage and he was like, by the way... Oh, hold on. No! No, screw you, okay. Sorry, I had to deal with Spotify for a moment. But I remember him coming up to the stage and he was like, oh, we're gonna release Dawn Trail on this day, but we are delaying it for a week because of a certain other video game. Elden Ring. And then man, Yoshi P is so based. It's insane. How is a man that based real, right? Yoshi has to beat the DLC. Yeah, so I'm assuming all the 14 players who also play Elden Ring are in this grace period of 1 week where they have to beat the DLC, and if you don't, then Yoshi P will come to your home and uninstall it, right? Damn, incredible, incredible. But I hope everyone's enjoying the DLC. Or is it even out yet? Honestly, I don't know. I don't know if the DLC is actually out yet, or I'm just gaslighting myself. If we don't beat the DLC by early access, we'll get sundered by Yoshi P himself. Filthy rats! It's out now. Okay. Okay. I hope everyone's enjoying it. I heard massive things about it. I hope it's better than what people have been asking for, you know. Whether I play the game or not, if it's new things, I hope it's good and people enjoy it. Hold on, what was I gonna do? Yes. You heard it's... That happens all the time. Like freaking... Okay, like the freaking... what is it? The quotation mark slash the apostrophe, Jesus Christ. That thing is right next to the enter. So when I'm trying to type something with it, or if I'm trying to use a colon, I just like press shift and enter and then the thing goes. And then I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. I'm like, Honkai. I'm trying to chat, Honkai Star is funny, haha. And then I just enter at Honkai and then it's like, oh, the rest of the sentence just goes to Mexico, I guess. Thank you, keyboard. You are the best base design. I mean, to be fair, something's got to be right next to the enter, and that was bound to happen one way or another. But yeah, I feel that. I felt that. It happens to me all the time as well. But yeah, I heard it's actually pretty massive. I heard like it's the size of the entire game. I don't know. Like, hell if I know, because I haven't even played Elden Ring. But I heard things about it, and I hope it's followed by more good things, which is insane. Yeah, I mean, Elden Ring itself is already a massive game, right? Like, I saw like people with the world maps and like, if you wanna go from here to here, it takes about 16 years, and your son would have entered college by then, and it's insane. Yeah, the base game is, from what I know, it's enormous, right? That's crazy. Usually DLCs are kind of poopers. That's definitely one way to put it. Thank you, Kel, for your spectacular vernaculars. It's exactly what I wanted and more. This is indeed FromSoft and Miyazaki we are talking about. Very based. Very based. And then we do that. Yes. Man, streaming is so hard. Well, I don't know how people do it. I'm just trying to check what I have written, because my brain is dysfunctional and I cannot remember things off the top of my head when I'm streaming. So I have like notes. I actually have notes like a damn nerd I am. Yes. Hold on, excuse me. Freaking Spotify. Okay, look, buddy. Thank you for the suggestions, but I don't care. I have a playlist made specifically for my streams. Please stop shoving random music into my face. No, thank you. Bloody hell. Yeah, sorry about that. Spotify was like, oh, there's this music this random guy made. You might want to listen to it. I'm like, please. Like, okay, like, Robin is based. Her music is great. But I don't want to listen to her sing in stream because I don't want to start crying in the middle of it. So, no. Hoyo Mix. Very based of you, but also no thank you. Anyhow, what was I gonna say? Funny thing actually happened last week when you weren't here. My stream was, insanely scuffed. The scuff was off the charts. Like, if it was a little bit more scuffed, I could just join HoloLive EN because it was insane. Like, I'm streaming on a kettle, not a laptop. This thing is a joke, and it exploded once. And then my internet, for some reason, it's usually very stable. I have a pretty good internet, and then it just like, well, I'm gonna shit my pants once in a month, and it's gonna be this exact moment when this guy is streaming. Perfect. I love it when that happens. I'm hoping this week's a little better than that. It's storming here, right? Well, not like storm, but it's kind of like dark and gloomy and rainy right now. I hope that doesn't come to bite my ass. But that's a problem for future me when I'm streaming in like, I don't know, hopefully never. But if it happens, probably like in half an hour or so. It's not my current immediate problem. Also, follow up too. Last week's stream, I was talking about the most beautiful being in the entire Tevat, and actually the most beautiful being in the entire Hoyo multiverse, at least so far, Cloud Retainer herself. And one of her what is it? Death lines is fiddlesticks, and that's the English version, and the Korean and Japanese version is her lamenting about, oh, I was being careless or something about that. And then my brain, being the dysfunctional goop that is, couldn't remember the word careless. So I was like, oh, what's the word? What's the word I'm trying to say? So I was like Googling it on the spot, and then like I found reckless. So I just went with reckless at the moment. And I was like, reckless incaution? Who the hell says incaution? But I didn't want to like stay there for 15 minutes looking up words on Google and thesaurus because I'm not insane. I was like, whatever, I'll let it slide, whatever, let's just get on with it. And then I do the whole stream, it's over, like 5 hours later. I'm like lying in my bed, and I'm like, well, time to hit the bed and go to sleep. And I'm like in the darkness, just sitting, just lying down. And then my brain reflexively like clicks, and I audibly say, involuntarily, careless. I just say it, I just blurted it out loud when I'm lying down on the bed. And I'm like, oh, that's the word that I wanted to use 5 hours ago. Thank you, brain, for remembering the word 5 hours later. You are the best thing in the universe. I wish you would fly off into the sun and disappear right now. So that happened. Ayo, is that El Pandito, or Panda himself? It's great to see you again as well, buddy. How are you doing today, Panda? Also, speaking of El Pandito and Spanish, funny thing actually, I have been learning and practicing to roll my tongue because I can't roll my tongue. And funny thing is, I've spent pretty much the entirety of my teenage years in a country where their language has tongue rolling integrated into it. As in, which means everyone around me could roll their tongue. Including my own sister. Like, my sister can roll her tongue, my friends can roll her tongue, but I can't, right? So everyone around me can roll their tongues. I'm like, how does this function, right? And I'm like, I'm so sad, please. I just want to roll my tongue. And I've been practicing for, and I kid you not, I've been practicing for the past 2 years on how to roll my tongue because I want to eventually learn Spanish. Not right now. At the moment, I'm working on polishing my German and actually learning Japanese. But at the time I achieve a certain level of mastery with those, I want to move on to Spanish. But I'm aware that being able to roll your tongue is an integral part of Spanish, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm like, well, better learn this now sooner than later. And I've reached a point where I can start to roll my tongue. Like rojos. That I can do that, but I can't keep it going. I hope to be able to do that somewhere down the line. I can't like sustain it. It goes like no, doesn't work, doesn't function. But someday it'll happen. Maybe 2 more years. Give it 2 more years, and maybe I'll roll my tongue. Doing fine. Just woke up, lol. Oh, just woke up from the bed, eh? Hope you've had a good sleep. Yes. And it's hope me yapping on stream is helping you get up or stay in bed for even longer, because I don't know, because of my soothing voice, I just know how to do it. Good for you, blessed. You know what? If you can roll your tongue, good for you. It's a skill that I wish I had, but I'm trying my best to acquire it. And I like it. Funny thing, I spent like 3 months or so trying to figure out how it works. I was like actually doing research and reading papers on like tongue anatomy and things like that, because I was like, okay, people roll their tongue. How does it even function? What's happening with the tongue right here? Because I didn't even know because I have a brick for my tongue. It doesn't roll. So as a not even a normie, as like inferior species, I was like, how does this even function? And I spent like 3 months researching, and I'm like, oh, so the tongue has like a point of contact, and then it's like it touch the top of the mouth, and yeah, I did all those things like a madman. And I'm slowly figuring things out, very slowly. And one of these days I'll show off my tongue rolling skills on stream, hopefully. Whatever the case. Anyhow, I think that's enough pre-stream yapping. Hold on, let me change the how does streaming function? Wait, where is it? Edit stream info. Hey yo, it's my boy Teal. It's my boy Teal. Welcome to the stream, Teal. Good to see you again. How are you doing today, buddy? Let me just get rid of the short yammering on the title, because today is the day. Fair. It's work time for the people in the United States of America. So if you wanna like procrastinate from work and watch my stream, then you are more than welcome to do so. And emails, ugh, I hate emails. But today is finally the day I move on from Genshin. Actually, the past 2 weeks I've been talking about Genshin characters. Today, it's time I stepped outside my safe bubble and talked about something not Genshin. Not that I'm any kind of expert in Genshin anyway. But today, we are talking about Firefly and / SAM from Honkai Star Rail. And I am... okay, I've never played this game. I've seen plenty of people play this game. Like the world famous VTuber Sungahime. You should go follow twitch.tv/Sungahime if you haven't. But I haven't played this game. I don't know what the hell's happening in the story. So I am going in semi-blind in this. So I am both excited and kind of worried on what's gonna happen. But if anyone in the chat is like, oh wow, that guy is yapping about nonsense, feel free to point it out. I might also ask some questions once in a while. I'm like, what is this person talking about? I have no idea. So yes, we are talking about... Wait, you're on the page? Excuse me? What do you mean I'm on the page? Like the YouTube page? Yes, I am prepared. Who do you think I am? I come prepared for the stream. So yeah, I have some things prepared. Before I do that though, like I'm still in my kind of a pilot phase in my streaming, so I'm trying to figure out what I want to talk about and all those kind of things. And I thought, well, before I actually get into things, maybe I should spend a little bit of time actually explaining like a little bitty things about how the Korean language functions, because the purpose of this entire stream and my series, I guess, is to, if you are interested in learning Korean, you might come to my stream and maybe pick up a few things. That's what I hope to do. So I was like, well, maybe I should talk about a few things that's a bit substantial. So before we actually get into our main menu, that is Firefly, a little appetizer. So what the hell is this moon rune that I have on my title, right? On my stream title. What the hell is my stream title right now? Star Rail versus this weird moon rune. What the hell is that supposed to be? That is read in a 100% Korean way. That's 스타레일. 스타레일. Wow, I just mixed Korean and English. Wow, perfect. 스타레일. So it's the Korean title for the video game. So we have, for English, we have Honkai Star Rail. That's the English title for obvious reasons. But in Korean, we have 붕괴 스타레일. And here, so what's happening here? This word 붕괴 is who's it? It's actually the same word as Honkai, but so the Japanese title of the game is also Honkai Star Rail. So they just took in English they just took the word Honkai and slapped it onto the title. But what the word Honkai actually means is it means collapse. So, and same as here, so Honkai or 붕괴 in Korean, they mean collapse. And in Korean, it's like the word 붕괴 sounds a little different from Honkai, but it's also kind of similar. And the reason why that's happening is because both Korean and Japanese have quite a bit of their words based, or their roots are based in Chinese characters, because the whole the Oriental Asia, the Far East Asia, the three countries are within the bubble of Chinese culture. And naturally, even though they're different countries, they have some effects to one another. And so both Chinese and Japanese, Korean and Japanese, like naturally the Korean language and the Japanese language are completely different from the Chinese language. But the Chinese characters and the Chinese words, most of them, I think, or a significant portion of them, can be read by both Japanese and Korean in their own ways. So I don't know how the word Honkai is actually read in Chinese, but Honkai is the Japanese way to read it, and that same Chinese word can be read in Korean as bunge. And then Star Rail, we have just the same word. Transliterated, is that a word? Whatever. It's Romaji for Star Rail here. Wait, so that means Honkai Impact Third is literally means Collapse Impact Third? What does that mean? I have no idea, but yes, that would be what it means literally. Collapse Impact Third. I actually don't know why the game is titled that. I think it's the third game in the Honkai series? Maybe? I have no idea. Like, I honestly don't know much about the Hoyoverse games outside Genshin. But yes, that would be what it means literally. Honkai is like a thing, right? I know there's Honkai Third, and there's a Star Rail now. In universe, and it's bad. Oh, it's bad. I mean, to be fair, things collapsing doesn't sound like a good thing, so I guess it makes perfect sense that it's something that's bad. You know, like the collapse of the economy. I don't know, out of all the things I could have taken an example of, I don't know why I picked the collapse of the economy. I'm insane. But yes, it's like a thing they fight against in the Honkai Impact Third, if I recall correctly. Ooh, fascinating. So it's an actual antagonistic force. Fascinating. But yeah, so the word Honkai means collapse. Now, but how does one actually read these moon runes, right? It's like, what is this? What even is this? How does one read and comprehend these East Asian runes? Well, so the Korean language, has its own writing system. It's a lot of like countries in the world use the regular English alphabet as their writing system because it's very versatile. It has 26 characters, 5 vowels, a, e, i, o, u, and the rest are consonants. Korean language, well, to be fair, all 3 Japanese, Korean, and Chinese languages function very differently from English for obvious reasons, and they do not use the English alphabet. Korean has its own writing system, Japanese has its own writing system, and Chinese has the Chinese characters. But as to how the Korean writing system actually works, and this is what I wanted to give you guys today, is that I would say English is a one-step writing system. So we have, for example, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. We have these characters. We combine these letters into words. For example, mango. We have M-A-N-G-O. And then we can combine these... hold on, let me move the sound here. We can combine these into make words, and then we can combine these into multiple words into sentences. For example, who the hell is mango? That would be a sentence. So we have letters into words and words into sentences. That's how English works. The world has Honkai and it's nothing but a wasteland. Translation note, Honkai means collapse. True. Anyhow, but Korean writing system is what I would call a two-step writing system. I don't know if it's actually called that. I'm not a linguist. I don't know, like actual sentence structures by their scholarly terms and whatnot. So Korean, English, the alphabets, the distinction between consonants and vowels is not very clear. We have A, E, and then somewhere down the line we have I, O, U mixed into the 26 alphabets. Korean language is different. It's consonants and vowels are distinctly, distinguished for the lack of words. We have consonants, like these things. And then we also have vowels, like these things. And then what happens in Korean is that we have these individual alphabets, and these alphabets on their own can't do anything. They don't mean anything. And you basically have to mix consonants and vowels to make letters. For example, this first one right here, read giyak in Korean, is in charge of the hard G pronunciation, the G pronunciation. But by itself, it can't make any sound because it doesn't have a vowel to it. So it goes with a vowel. For example, this one right here is a. So if we combine these together, we have ka. And that becomes a letter. Also, you might be asking, why did this thing change into this curvy thing when it got stuck with it? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We don't, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Just for now, just know the fact that you stick consonant, you stick with the vowel, and you make letters. And every letter consists of at least one consonant and one vowel, no less. But it can be more. For example, basically this the left side or the top left, depending on how you want to see it, the top left consonant, it is in charge of the starting or the primary pronunciation of the letter. That's why this is ka. But then you can also ask about, okay, how does the pronunciation end? And then that is where the second consonant comes in. For example, we can let me plus. So we have that. Now we can add another consonant to it. For example, this one here. This one is read as real in Korean, and this is in charge of the something like R or L. There's no distinction in Korean. Both are used by this one consonant. That's also why a lot of Koreans have trouble distinguishing between R pronunciations and L pronunciations when they're learning English. But so if we combine this ka with real, then we have this, which is pronounced as kal. Or we can also use more than one vowels. This is the one that looks like a middle finger. Actually, this is actually used as a replacement for the middle finger emoji in Korean. The more you know, can be added to this letter here. So what happens here is that you don't like. Okay, so we have ka and o. This is read. Oh, I didn't mention this. Excuse me. This is read as o. So when we combine these two, it doesn't become like ao or oa, but they are just put together and they becomes wa. So this is kwa. And so a letter can have up to 3 consonants mixed into it, one as the primary and 2 as the secondary, and up to 2 vowels which are merged to make one vowel sound. And each of these combinations make a letter, and these letters are combined to make words. For example, we have this letter kwa, and then we can add the letter il. This is how you write il, and that will become kwa il, which means fruit. Yes, my ethnicity, if that's what you want to call it, which means fruit. And then you mix these words to form sentences, which is similar to English. And this might make one believe, wow, that's very complicated. Korean writing system must be insanely difficult to learn, which is actually not the case, I think, at least in my personal opinion. Learning a language is always subjective. But the Korean writing system, like the writing system itself, not the entire language, the writing system, I think, is pretty easy to learn because it's quite structurized. And one of the best things about it, Sunga Hime, you're like Korean levels like 69 already. How dare you come in here? I'm just kidding. But yeah, Sunga Hime just wrote mango because yes, mango is pronounced as mango in Korean, but in Korean it's mango. It's not mango because it's I think, I don't know why exactly it's called mango in Korean. I don't know, like basically because mango is a tropical fruit, right? And I don't know where the name actually comes from. I think it's Indo-Malay, but I could be wrong. So I don't know if the Korean name for mango, the mango word came from the Indo-Malay word directly, or it came from English and it got changed into mango. Is that actually mango in Korean? Yes, it is actually mango. Mango is mango. Mango is mango. It is indeed. You are actually very pro in Korean. I'm not even saying this out of a joke. You are a lot better than you think you are in Korean, so have some confidence. Anyhow, yeah, so I don't think it was. It could be both, because a tendency in Korean is that it doesn't always follow like English pronunciation for its words. Like this A is, it technically represents the A pronunciation, right? So the Korean transliteration would be mango. Or in Indo-Malay word, mango is also mango or manga, depending on how you want to say it. Well, so in that case, you would also read it as mango in Korean. I don't know which one came first. Who knows? Like chocolate is for chocolate? Yes. Chocolate. That one is in Korean is also read as chocolate. And funny thing, because in the English word chocolate, the A doesn't actually sound like ah. You don't read it like chocolate. I mean, to be fair, if you're reading it in European way, then you'd be like chocolade, which is actually ah. But it doesn't actually sound like ah when you read it in English way. It's more like chocolate. And in Korean, I'm fairly certain the Korean word chocolate took the chocolate, the English word. It didn't come like from like a European word, I think. Not gonna lie, mango sounds like how someone with a thick Jamaican accent would say mango. That's not what I had in mind, but we can fly with that. My brain immediately lost track of what I was saying. Where was I? Does anyone remember where I was? Hold on, let me hydrate while I'm trying to tell my brain to function. I just love it when my brain's like, "Oh, you're so funny. What about McDonald's?" And I just forget about what I was gonna say. Bloody great. Whatever. I'm gonna skip, and then basically what I wanted to go with the writing system thing was one of the best things about Korean, the writing system, I would say, is that the pronunciation is hard coded into it. What I mean is, like, for example, when we go with English alphabet, sure, the pronunciation is infused with the writing system, but it's not hard coded. For example, what's a good example? Like this word that brings hellfire to whoever mentions it, with the debate of how it's actually pronounced, right? If I'm not mistaken, both GIF and GIF are correct pronunciations. Neither is wrong. But just by looking at this word, you can't tell whether it's GIF or GIF, right? And that's because the pronunciation is not hard-coded into it. It's soft-coded. Another trigger word. That's what it is. But in Korean, if you wrote this, for example, let's say I want to write GIF. It would be, GIF. 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 And this is GIF. And there is no other way to read this. It's hard-coded. You can't read it the wrong way. And I think that's one of the biggest advantages of Korean. The pronunciation is hard-coded. And you can't... I mean, to be fair, every language has its exceptions and has its weird rules. There are some weird cases where the reading is not consistent. Naturally, that applies for Korean as well. But in general cases, Korean pronunciation is hard-coded, so it's very easy to learn to read. I think that's an advantage that a Korean has. And the writing system itself is, it's very, like, the rule is very clear. It's very structurized, and so it's relatively easy to learn, I would say. Not the actual language, though. The actual language is crazy because it's very context sensitive. The Korean language is kind of nuts. It's have fun learning 6 different context types depending on situations, whether you're talking to someone of higher social hierarchy or not. That's very fun. Anyhow, so yes, that's a little itty bitty Korean fun fact that I wanted to sneak in before talking about cute anime waifus in video games today. That was how does the Korean writing system function? Hope you guys enjoyed that one. Anyhow, let me slide I'm supposed to slide to the right, but there's nothing to the right, so I can't do that. Let me... Jesus Christ! I didn't mean to do that. My bad. Whew. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Crisscross. Hilarity. Slide brain rot. Hey man, I welcome any kind of brain rot in my chat because my brain is the most rotten of them all. It's practically Swiss cheese at this point. And if the world would just let you call everyone dude regardless if it's formal or informal, you know, I feel the same way. At least English is very easy, at least in terms of that, right? Because English doesn't have like, sure, it has like formalities and whatnot, but you don't have to like worry too much about it, so long as you're not like on the court of justice and the Chief Justice Eudex Nervillet is sitting on the seat. And it's like, defendant, do you plead guilty or not? And then you're like, it's like, well, I don't know, dude. Shit, guilty, I guess. So long as you don't do that, then you're like fine most of the time. But Korean is very hard with that, with the formalities context. Usually they say, like, when people teach Korean, they're like, oh, there are 3 formality contexts. It's actually 6. The 3 are just the more common ones. There are actually 6 of them. It's... Korean is very context sensitive, but that's a problem and a topic to be discussed at another time. How are you going, my dude? Me talking to the judge during my court case. Hope you don't do that. I mean, I think some people do that, and that's actually quite disrespectful. And at least it's disrespectful at least, and at most, exacerbating your case. And probably making your judgment a lot worse than it should be. If you go to a court a lot, maybe. If you know the judge, maybe. And see the same judge like, yo, what's up, dude? It's my man, Mr. J. Hope you don't actually say that to the judge that you've seen for the first time. But also, if you see the same judge over and over over like 16 times in the court, sir, you might need to go to prison. Anyhow, oops, I didn't mean to press that. Let's move on to the actual thing I want to talk about today, which is today's main menu is Firefly and SAM from Honkai Star Rail. That's I'm gonna look at her trailers and go through some in-game voice lines and see how exactly they're different in the English and the Korean version. And maybe a little bit of Japanese here and there. Side note, random rambling from me. And so far, when I was looking through Genshin things, I've always used the Honey Hunter World, which is the Genshin database. And they got like the entire like in-game voice lines and all not stored up in the database, so I can just access them very easily. Star Rail also has the same Honey Hunter page, but for some reason, the in-game combat voice lines are not there in the database. I'm like, why is this happening? So I actually have some YouTube videos preloaded, but I'm like, okay, that's quite sad. I have to do this the hard way. Unfortunate. I hope you guys update your thing sooner than later, Honey Hunter World. I don't know. I don't know why that's the case. Is there like a copyright reason for it? Who knows? I'm not one to say otherwise. Anyhow. So, I have no idea which video I should watch. I'm assuming, I know this is the animated thingamajig they made for her tragic backstory. I know this is her teaser. This is her demo. I'm open to suggestions. Which one I should watch? No, I shouldn't. You should be able to rip out the files of the game to get the voice lines. Exactly. I don't know. You should probably want to do the Celestia trailer animated short. Okay. Hold on. So I'm assuming you mean this one first, then demo. Okay, so let's watch Myriad Celestia trailer. Presently, beneath a shared sky of tears. Wow. Oh, dude, I don't know why I'd write it as tears. See, this is why I shouldn't be streaming, because I'm like, oh, I'm a guy who can translate Korean and English, and then I'm also like, I don't know how to read. I'm illiterate. I love it. Very funny. Comments before they D word. They. I wanted to make a joke, but I couldn't figure out a funny D word. Okay, so let's watch this. I'm gonna watch it in English first, and then move on to Korean. So, this one, is it? Okay, hold on. Let's full screen this. CC is on. This is the English. All right, let's have a go. Hold on, let me lower the volume a little bit because I don't want to blast your ears.
This is AR-26710. Please respond. I don't think they'll respond. What should we do? We're the only survivors around. No matter what, we have to get in touch with the others. Huh?
If that's the case, it'll be faster this way, right?
Hey, you.
I understand. Article 4 of Glamoth's military regulations. Leaving the cockpit is strictly prohibited. This way, we'll be discovered very quickly. Even though we'll be punished. That can't be helped.
I got it.
How many times is this for you now? Leaving the cockpit like this.
Article 2 of Glamoth's military regulations. Remain on guard. Article 4. Leaving the cockpit is strictly prohibited. Do you have a death wish?
A Firefly Type 5 personal escort model. Very nice.
You're the odd one out now.
You can't connect to command either. Why don't you join us?
No thanks. I'll just pretend I didn't see anything.
What's this? I picked it up on the battlefield. It seems to be a civilian device. Even though it's no longer working. And the lens is scratched. If you look through the lens, it feels like looking at a whole different world.
Lens? No wonder you wear those weird goggles.
I have other reasons too. If everyone looked the same, how would we tell each other apart? Your hair is very unique. Thank you. I've been growing it out. The length is also proof of your experience. But sometimes it gets in my eyes. I'm not sure if I should put it up. Your turn. Are you really not going to say anything?
Comms are back up. Article 8. Surviving knights should immediately return to their units.
Looks nice. It really suits you.
I hope we can see stars on the next battlefield. Will we see each other again? Probably not. What if the war ends? Then we should be able to find each other.
What should I say? I wish us all a triumphant return.
Hold on. For some context, Glamoth was a planet that is now destroyed because of the swarm. The swarm remains of the Aeon of propagation, often seen as a literal swarm of insects. Glamoth, in an effort to fight against the swarm, developed SAM units and people to pilot them as weapons. I see. So you're telling me that she's dead. Moving on. So that was the English version. That's Wonka S. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Let's move on to the Korean version. Hold on. Why are these in English, sir? I can read Korean. You don't have to. Whatever. Calm down, Mango. Let it go, Mango. You have things to do. Look, Cloud. Where is it? Where is she? Okay. Excuse me. I'm usually far more composed. I'm just a little bit absolutely livid. But let's leave the bygones to bygones and move on to the Korean version of the trailer. It's this one. Okay. Let's see this. Side note, if there's a tiny amount of, like, a little bit of difference between the Korean and the English version already. If you see in the bottom right, there's this weird thing here saying something in Korean. What it's saying is, in Korean it says 확률형 item 포함, which means includes what is it? Random items / probability based items. In other words, this game has RNG money spending, and it's regulated by law in Korea that if your game contains things that are bought at monetary value, excuse me, I can't speak, and is dictated by RNG, you have to display it on your advertisements. Yeah, so that's what's here on the bottom right. Anyhow.
지휘부, 이쪽은 AR-2670. 들리면 응답하라. 아마 응답은 없을 거야. 어떡하지? 이 근처의 생존자는 우리뿐이야. 어떻게든 다른 출기와 연락을 취해야 하는데.
그렇다면 이렇게 하는 게 더 빠르지, 안 그래?
저기, 이봐.
역시 그라모스 군칙 제4조 허가 없이 조종석을 벗어나선 안 된다. 이러고 있으면 금방 발견될 거야. 처벌은 받겠지만 그건 어쩔 수 없지. 넌 몇 번째야? 응? 이렇게 조종석에서 나오는 거 말이야.
그라모스 군칙 제2조. 경계를 늦추지 말 것. 제4조. 조종석을 벗어나선 안 된다. 죽고 싶은 건가?
반딧불이 타입 5 친위대 모델 멋있다. 또 하나의 낙오자네. 너도 지휘부랑 연락 안 되지? 모처럼의 기회인데 우리랑 함께하지 않을래?
아니, 난 못 본 걸로 하지.
그건 뭐야? 전장에서 주운 건데 민간용 장비 같아. 이젠 쓸 수 없어. 렌즈도 좀 긁혔네. 하지만 렌즈 너머를 보는 것만으로도 온 세상이 달라 보여.
렌즈, 그래서 네가 이상한 고글을 쓰고 있었구나.
다른 이유도 있어. 우리가 다 똑같이 생기면 누가 누구인지 어떻게 구분하겠어. 넌 헤어스타일이 독특하네. 고마워. 계속 기르고 있거든. 머리카락 길이도 경험의 증명이지. 그래도 가끔 눈을 가려서 묶을지 말지 고민 중이야. 네 차례인데 정말 아무 말도 안 할 거야?
통신이 회복됐다. 그라모스 군칙 제8조. 살아남은 기사는 자발적으로 복귀해야 한다.
예쁘다. 너랑 잘 어울려.
다음 전장에선 별이 보였으면 좋겠어. 우리가 다시 만날 수 있을까? 힘들 수도. 전쟁이 끝나면 그땐 서로를 찾을 수 있겠지.
무슨 말이든 해보라고? 모두가 승리하고 돌아오길 기원한다.
Hold on, what did I miss? Let's call gambling. Oh wait, we need to. According to the law in Korea, I must inform you that there is in-game gambling. So is there a in-law reason why SAM units have similar sounding voices or voice filters? I think that's just because they are all supposed to be weapons. In fact, in order to prevent the wrong people getting their hands on the SAM units, each pilot has a limited lifespan. Firefly has entropy loss syndrome, a strange, irreversible, chronic dissociation of one's physical structure. They slowly fade away, doing everything slightly slower than others until the lines between their body and the world become... Oh, that entropy. Wow, that's actually entropy in its very literal sense. So Sam is... Not Sam, excuse me. Firefly is just... Well, hope the game ends before the she ends. Anyhow, quite a few... let's talk about the more visible differences. I think the Korean Firefly sounds a little younger than the English Firefly. Hold on, where is she?
Article 4 of Glamoth's military regulations. Leaving the cockpit is strictly prohibited.
Hold on, I wanna...
아모스 군칙 제4조. 허가 없이 조종석을 벗어나선 안 된다.
Okay, maybe it's because her voice is a little higher pitched than the English version. She sounds a little younger to me. Her manner of speech is also not the more common type. She does sound a little not in like the negative sense, a little less mature compared to the other characters. Like she sounds like a kid is talking in Korean because her enunciation seems a bit how do I put it? It's a bit rigid in the way it sounds juvenile is what I'm trying to say, I guess. Are they supposed they seem young. They look like teenagers. I wouldn't be able to tell because I don't understand the law reasons behind it, but they look like teenagers. I wonder if there's a difference between after a oh, the sad Zerg swarm invasion, you mean. Another thing I noticed is the Sam voice in English is a lot more raspy compared to the Korean one. Let's see here.
I don't think they'll respond. What should we do? We're the only survivors around.
What was it in Korean?
아마 응답은 없을 거야. 어떡하지? 이 근처의 생존자는 우리뿐이야.
Yeah, so if I'm not mistaken, all the Sams are voiced by one. Not the Kappa emote, the bro, not like this. Tio, what have you done? What about yeah, all the Sam voices are Sam. The I guess you could say the voice filter are voiced by the same person. And it's just the actual pilots. I remember people making jokes about it when distraught. Wait, that's a familiar name. But yeah, all the Sams are voiced by the same person. He just who's it? just apply different tones. But it's also kind of a little bit funny, I guess, because like sure, these are like voice filters, but also a lot of these characters sound completely different when they are talking with their suit on, and like they take it off as like, oh, they're talking in a completely different manner. But yeah, I guess since they are all just bioengineered weapons, they are not supposed to have different identities from each other. Yeah, supposedly. Because from what I can tell and your information, it seems like they are just weapons specifically designed to fend off the mega giga alien swarm invasion. And you can clearly tell from this trailer that they are gonna die. Nothing good is waiting for their on the other side. Like the Megan and wife were dying. I will never forgive Hoyoverse for that. They are, how dare they do that? Anyhow, yeah. So I don't see anything good waiting for them on the other side, which is quite sad. But that aside, I did notice a significant difference. Well, not significant, but some difference in their in the lines. Hold on, let me see. I have to go through them one by one over actually. So let's compare the lines a bit. So we have command is AR26710, which is Firefly. Hey kids, do you like depression, child soldiers, and that? Oh man, the perfect accompaniment. You know what's the best accompaniment to a cup of wine, a glass of wine? Despair. Command is AR26710. Please respond. I don't think they'll respond. We do. We sure the only survivors around. Oh, huh. Interesting. So, this one, it's not like the sentences are different. So we have, no matter what, we have to get in touch with the others in English. In Korean, we have 어떻게든 다른 철기와 연락을 취해야 하는데, which are pretty much word for word the same sentences. But the English one, they split it in two for some reason. I guess they split it with one of the SAMs taking off their suit for the sake of dramatic presentation. They split the line. I think that's the only reason. Otherwise, they are exactly the same sentences. There have been cases in the other trailers I've seen in the past where basically the Korean sentence and the English sentence are reversed in order. For example, in Korean you could say, I have to go to the supermarket in order to buy some potatoes. But in Korean, it might be like, I go to the supermarket in order to buy potatoes. I mean, to be fair, you can do that in English as well, but I think that happens more often. The what is it? The switching of positions and the structure of the flipping of the sentence structure between Korean and English. That happens more often between the languages because their sentence structures are different, not for obvious reasons. But otherwise, that's the case. Easier faster this way. Article 4 of Glamoth military regulations. Yes, we have the word 군칙 here, which would be military regulations. 제사조. Here is a little bit of difference, not major, but English we have leaving the cockpit is strictly prohibited. So it's just straight up prohibited in English, while in Korean it says 허가 없이 조종석을 벗어나면 안 된다. So this 허가 없이, there's this the first two words here. Basically, it means without permission. So in Korean, it says leaving the cockpit without permission is prohibited, while in in English, it's leaving the cockpit is strictly prohibited, which is, depending on your interpretation, could be a major difference actually. Like like all these regulations and whatnot, they are always dependent on the fine print, and this is an interesting difference. But what else? This way will be discovered very quickly. Yeah, same sentence. 저번은 바뀌었지만 Same sentence. I will do this for you. Oh, there's just straight up no line here. Fascinating. Huh? Wait, what?
이렇게 조종석에서
Oh, here it is. Wow. Okay, the CC weren't synced up properly, but leaving the cockpit like this. Yep, same sentence. These are more or less excuse me, entirely word per word same before leaving the debris. There is something I want to mention, but I'll go on that later. Type 5 the model. Because regardless of the language, we need to let you know that these children are disposable weapons. Not like this! Not like this, Teal! Come on, man! Not like this! Oh, man. Oh! Hold on. I feel like this sentence right here is actually completely different. Okay, so in English, it says, "You are the odd one out now," referring to the fact that the other one is the only one that's not out of the cockpit in this group. But in Korean, it says, 또 하나의 나고자네. 나고자 means straggler or left behind. And what she said here is, 또 하나의 나고자네. 또 하나, another one. So she said, another straggler or another left behind. So in Korean, depending on how you interpret it, she could be referring to the fact that it's not just 3 of them here, but there was one more who got straggled here. But in English, she's referring to the fact that the 4th one is the only one that's not in the cockpit and is the only fancy pants here that's still trying to follow the regulations. Huh. That's very interesting. Hold on, let me open up the Japanese version and see what it says in that one. Hold on. Honkai Star Rail JP. Nope, not the advertisement. Thank you, Argent, but get the hell out of my face. I don't want to see you right now. Okay, when was it? 141. Hold on, what does it say in Japanese? 141. Here it is. Yeah, so Japanese, if I'm not mistaken, to be fair, I wouldn't say I have enough mastery over Japanese where I understand everything, but from what I could tell, the Japanese one was same as the Korean, another straggler. But the English one is specific about them being the odd one out as the one that's not out of the cockpit. Interesting. So that this is one of the big splits where the interpretation changed the outcome. Anyhow, what else? You can't connect to the command either. Here's another subtle difference. English, we have you can't connect to the command either. It's a sentence. It's a statement. In Korean, we have 너도 지휘부랑 연락 안 되지. This is a Korean. In Korean, this is a Korean. Yes, of course it's Korean. I'm talking about Korean, dumbass. This is a question. It's not a statement. It's basically saying you can't connect to the command either. Can you? Is what the Korean one's saying. Slight difference, of course, it's just minor difference in writing, but that's interesting to see. But otherwise, the wording of the sentences are actually almost one-to-one the same. 너도 지휘부랑 연락 안 되지. 너도, you too, 지휘부랑. To command, 연락 is, well, contact. Or in English, it's connect. And 안 되지, so can't. So you can't connect to the command either, but in question form. Okay, this is getting interesting. So another sentence that has quite a bit of difference. English, it's just, why don't you join us? That's it. Short and sweet. In Korean, we have, what it says is, 모처럼의 기회인데 우리랑 함께하지 않을래? So the second half of the sentence, 우리랑 함께하지 않을래? That's word per word, same as why don't you join us? But the first half, 모처럼의 기회인데, that's not a part of the English sentence. And what it means is hold on. What's a phrase that I can use in English? I guess the best way to put it is like, this is a rare opportunity, you know? Like freaking Tartaglia says, this opportunity is hard to come by. It's that stupid sentence every time you fight that guy. But that's pretty much what she's saying here. This opportunity is hard to come by. Why don't you join us? Is what she's saying here. That's so that's a pretty major difference in writing. No, I'll just pretend I didn't see anything. Same thing. What's this? This one's a small difference. English is what's this? Whoa, what's this? Okay, no, I'm sorry. Why did I do that? I need to. You know what? Fuck this. Bye, guys. No, I'm just kidding. The stream's not over. I mean, she's right. They were sent to die after. Okay, Teal. Thank you. Mango, I think I should kill. Whoa. Damn. You can't ask God to smite me personally. I know I've committed a grave sin, but I don't think it calls for divine punishment. I hope not. Please forgive me. But the English, she says, what's this? In Korean, she says, 그건 뭐야? 그건 is, so we have 그건 is that. 이건, well, no. Well, so, okay. Hold on, let me bring out the whiteboard again. Come here, notepad. So, we have this and that in English, right? And this is it refers to something that's at close proximity. Something that you can reach with your hand, something like that. That is something at a far proximity that you can't reach with your hands. In Korean, there are 3. 이건, 이것, actually no. Yeah, actually no. 이것, 그것, 저것. There are 3 types to refer to this, to an object at a certain distance. And technically speaking, this is 이것, and that is 그것 and 저것. Now, what is the difference between these two? 그것, this one, is basically something that so if there are 2 people talking, so let's say you and your friend, and there's an object between you and your friend. 이것 is basically in your hand. It's something that you can reach. 그것 is in your friend's hand. You can't reach it, but your friend can. And 저것 is neither. Both you and your friend cannot reach this object, in which case it's 저것. Of course, 그것 and 저것, the difference is very subtle. It's not always, like, this is the proper rule, but it's not always respected. And no one really actually cares if it's not respected. But in this case, it's actually respected, because the one that's asking is one of the other Fireflies, or SAMs, and then they're asking about this camera or camcorder or whatever the heck it is in her hand, and it's in her hand and not in their hand, so they are like, 그건 뭐야? What's that? While in English they were like, what's this? Which is a slightly different. But yes, a proper respecting of the location of the object in Korean. Very nice. I picked it up on the battlefield. It seems to be civilian device. Yes, 민간용 장비 같아. Same sentence. Even though it's no longer working. This part also another. This one is very small difference, but so in English we have, even though it's no longer working and the lens is scratched, if you look through the lens, it feels like looking at a whole different world. So we have even here, which is acting as the barrier between the contrast between the 2 aspects of this object. The first part is it's no longer working and the lands is scratched. And then we have even at the beginning of the sentence as the barrier. And then the other side is, if you look through the lands, it feels like looking at a whole different world. In Korean, this barrier word comes later down the line. First sentence is 이젠 쓸 수 없어. So she just said it can't be used. That's what she said. Or it can't be used anymore. And then 렌즈도 좀 긁혔네. And then this one, the lens is scratched as well, she says. And then here, 하지만. This word means but. And this is the barrier between the two aspects of this paragraph, I guess you could say. 하지만 렌즈 너머를 보는 것만으로도 where's the other one?
온 세상이 달.
Here we go. Two different sentences. 온 세상이 달라 보여. So yeah. So I don't know why this time the Korean sentence got cut in two, but nothing major. But yeah, overall same paragraph, quote unquote, but the location of the bisector, I guess you could say, is in different places. In English, it was at the very first with the word even, while in Korean, it was in the middle of it with the word 하지만, which means but. And in Korean, you can do the same, in English, you can do the same thing. It's no longer working and the lens is scratched, but if you look through the lens, it feels like looking at a whole different world. Still the same thing. So it's inconsequential as to what it's doing. Lens, no wonder you wear those weird goggles. And yes, that's also what he says in Korean as well. 그래서 네가 이상한 고글을 쓰고 있었구나. And this is why this child has died, because he mentioned, or rather he referred to the glasses as goggles. What fool, this foolish child deserved to burn it. Okay, that's getting a bit grim. I'm sorry. I don't mean that. But it is quite disrespectful to refer to glasses, megane, or spectacles as goggles. How dare you? You should be ashamed of yourself. What comes next? I have other reasons too. The same thing. If everyone looked the same, how would we tell each other apart? Pretty much the same sentences overall. What's coming? Your hair. Oh, this idiot! You'll be the first to die in the battlefield. Damn, Teal. You said what I had in heart, but didn't have the bravery to say. Such courage. The same thing. Thank you. I've been growing it out. The length is also proof of your experience. Sometimes it gets in my eyes. I'm not sure if I should put it up. Same thing. Same sentence. Your turn. Are you really not going to say anything? Comes back up. Article 8. And I just remembered when you told me that Alekino said, I hope I... that was one of the... that was heart-wrenching. We'll revisit that. I will definitely revisit that when I come to talk about Alekino someday in stream. It'll happen one day. But yes, that definitely did happen. Holy moly. I have to go cry now. Okay, Article 8, Surviving Nights. Looks nice, it really suits you. Next battlefield, Will we see each other again? Probably not. But if the war ends, then we should be able to find each other. I wish us all a triumphant return. Okay, so just one last difference here. So in English, here at the very end, she's left alone. She says, what should I say to herself? In Korean, she says, 무슨 말이든 해보라고? Which means, you want me to say anything? So basically, she's referring back. So in English, she's just like whispering, like, or talking to herself. It's like, oh, what should I say? Thinking back to her, like, pointing the camera at her. In Korean, she's thinking back to what the other Sam said to her. like, just say something. And then she was like, you want me to say anything? That's what she said in here in Korean. 무슨 말이든 anything 해보라고 say. So you say anything. That she's asking herself the question. Otherwise, this trailer overall has been pretty much almost, well, not almost, like mostly I'd say 80% 85% word to word the same between Korean and English. We'll be able to fight each other after the war ends, right? Smile. Speaking of the war ending, so okay, so that was the preview trailer, or what's it called? Myriad Celestia trailer. Let's move on to the animated short, which already looks like it's gonna be disparaged from the looks of it. Military officers, I'm about to ruin this. Teal, damn, Teal's on a roll today. He's about to just bring down the whole planet. Jesus Christ, you're right, Teal. All right. Well, if you are okay, that's good, because we are about to be not okay with this animated short. All right, let's check out the animated short, The Embers of Glamoth. The English version first. Let's see where this goes and how much disparage it's gonna give us. Hold on. Never mind. Alright. Let's take a look. Play? Thank you.
Command! Firefly SAM.
Hold! Why is this in Korean? There we go.
To the swarm requesting reinforcements to Rift Valley. Forward! Requesting reinforcements. I repeat, requesting reinforcements. On your feet. The target straight ahead. Keep pushing forward.
Affirmative.
Whoever's still alive, cover me. I'm going for the swarm mother. Copy. Take it. Witness. Activate it when you see the signal.
Now commencing scorched earth operations for Her Majesty!
Her Majesty! Am I dead? Who died?
of Glamoth's other cavalry. Or Her Majesty.
Fireflies dancing among the stars.
Well, that happened. Well, Teal, I hope you are aware of the consequences of your actions now. So yeah, goodbye to the whole planet, I guess. That's... Those are dead soldiers, alright? An entire planet cooked. Okay, well, I didn't send them to war to die. No, you sure didn't, Teal. You sure didn't. Okay, let's... Oh god, we're not even done. We have to watch one more. Like as in... Well, hope you guys are ready to watch it one more time, because we have to watch the Korean version now. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. You guys ready? Hold on, this is... They are switched. Where's the Korean? Here we go. Are you ready? Are you ready? Because I'm not.
주의보, 반딧불이 4분대가 모침을 발견했다. 반딧불이 2분대 우리 누가 끊겼다 해서 습격당했다. 전진하라. 일어나! 전방에 목표가 있다. 계속 포위망을 돌파해! 또 누가 살았나? 모충에 접근할 수 있게 날 너무해. 네? 하나. 이건 신호가 보이면 바로 가동한다.
프로토콜 통과! 초토화 작전 집행!
죽은 건가? 누가 죽은 거야? 전쟁을 위해 사는 건 그라모스 절기의 영광 여호와 폐하를 위하여. 무엇을 위해 죽는 걸까? 무엇을 위해 사는 걸까? 하지만 그라모스는 진작에 사라졌을 텐데. 꿈에서 난 초토화된 땅을 봤다. 땅에서 돋아난 새싹. 이는 아침 햇살을 받으며 피어나 내게 속삭였다. 한깃뿌리는 생명을 불태워 가장
찬란한 빛을 내지.
별 사이에 반딧불이가 반짝이네.
Alright, hope everyone's enjoying the overdose of despair now from watching that thing twice in a row. But let's cut to the chase and hold on, where is it? The transcript. The transcript. Where is it? I love this purge. Jesus Christ, imagine dealing with an alien swarm of insects the size of your head. Bloody hell. No way. Can't be me. But mostly I think they were... Okay, going back to the lines. I think they were mostly the same. For the music. Let's see. My favorite squad has spotted the swarm mother reinforcements for engagement in the rift valley. Forward. This one was something I noticed. In English, in the first part, the very intro of the trailer, where we have these comms going left and right with the panic. In English, there's one more comm saying, I repeat, request. I can't speak. I repeat, requesting reinforcements. That one doesn't exist in Korean. The last one is forward for the Korean one, and which is I don't know if they did that intentionally. But if they did it intentionally, I guess they were trying to emphasize on different things. This is just my interpretation. I could be wrong, but maybe in English they were trying to emphasize on the disparage situation where they have the target in sight, but they don't have anything to fight against. And they're desperately calling for the reinforcements, but no one's coming to help them. While in Korean, with the forward being the last line, they're trying to emphasize on the fact that yes, things are going to shithole, but they will die trying, and it's like everything's disparaged, but then the only thing they can hear is just move forward to their death hole where only blood and dirt awaits them. Both very disparaging depictions and representation of the situation. Isn't it fun watching an army of child soldiers die in battlefield with only survivors left? Now in Korean. I need psychiatrist. Anyhow, on your feet, target straight ahead, keep pushing forward. Minor difference. English it says keep pushing forward. In Korean, here's a word, 포위망. That's not present in the English one. It means the encirclement. So basically what the Korean one said, 전방에 목표가 있다. 계속 포위망을 돌파해. What it means is the target straight ahead, keep pushing through the encirclement. That's what the Korean one said. Affirmative. Or in Korean she just said yes. Okay, this one is pretty much the same one-to-one, but the phrasing's different. English we have whoever's still alive, cover me, I'm going for the swarm mother. In Korean we have 또 누가 살았나? And so he's asking who's still alive. He asks that first, and after that he says 모충에 접근할 수 있게 나를 엄호해, which means cover me so I can get to the swarm mother. Same meaning, different phrasing. Take it. What's this? 내가 바로 가동한다. And saying scorched earth operation for Her Majesty. Am I dead? Who died? Right. Such is the honor of the Glamoth Iron Cavalry. Yes. For Her Majesty. Why do we die? Why do we live? For Glamoth, for the Empress. Glamoth no longer exists. Oh, okay. Here is a pretty big one. English, she just says Glamoth no longer exists, referring to the fact that Glamoth has long since been destroyed by the Giga insect swarm. While in Korean, now here's an interesting one. It says 진작에 사라졌을 텐데. 사라졌을 텐데, that means no longer exists or disappeared. 진작에. That one means long since. So in Korean, she said Glamoth is long since, well, destroyed or disappeared. So there's a very visible difference in the phrasing here. In Korean, she says it's been gone for a long time. Why the hell are we still fighting? In English, she's just like, oh, it's gone now. So what's the point anymore? I wonder which one's right, or rather, which one's more accurate. When is this? Like, is the planet Glamoth gone on this day, or has it actually been gone for a while now? I dreamed of a scorched earth. A new shoot from the earth. It bloomed in the morning sun. It whispered to me like fireflies to a flame. Life begets... Oh, hold on. Oh, okay. Ooh. Okay, here is a major difference actually. Like fireflies to a flame, life begets death is what the English one says. But the Korean, it says 반딧 뿌리는 생명을 불태워 가장 찬란한 빛을 내지. So in Korean, what it says is fireflies burn their lives for the most radiant light, which is completely different from the English one. Huh. Yeah. So, hold on. Let's see the Japanese one real quick. 458. Where is it? Here we go. 458. Wait, did they hear that right? Hold on. 키를 타면이 나도. 예? Huh? Hold on. Is it completely different? I need to see the whole thing in Japanese. Sorry for trauma version. Was it take 3? But I need to see this.
一本の新芽が土を突き破り朝日に向かって咲き誇る。そして私にささやくの。蛍よ、生きるために死ぬのだと。
Oh, what? Okay, the Japanese one is also completely different. What? So the Japanese one, she said, "호타루요, 이키르 타메니 shinunodato." So, so and whispered to me until here it's the same. But in Japanese, what she said is, "Fireflies, you die to live." Yeah. So, ikiru tamen shinunoda. Yes. So in English we have life begets death. In Japanese, she says, "You die in order to live," which is, in a sense, I guess, completely opposite to the English one. And then we have Korean, which just straight up says, "Fireflies burn their lives for the most brilliant light." Huh. I guess, I mean, to be fair, all of them technically mean the same thing in their core, which is, you know, with death, at your death, your life burns the brightest. I guess that's the core meaning that all of them are trying to deliver, but their phrasings are very different across all 3 languages. Fascinating. Huh. Life begets death. Yeah. Huh. I think, maybe they did this on purpose? I don't know if they did this on purpose, but I remember in Genshin, in the opening scene where the Heavenly Principles cooks the twins, I think there is a sentence that's specifically different across all 4 languages, including Chinese. And they did it on purpose, I think. Did they do this on purpose here as well? Because this seems different enough where it's not open to interpretation. Like, I don't know if like interpretation alone can result in something like this. So we have in English we had oh, that's not English. Like fireflies to a flame, life begets death. In Korean, we had fireflies burn their lives for the most radiant light. And in JP, hold on, put EN KR and JP. Oh, fireflies. You die in order to live. Interesting. Right, hold on, let me see that one more time. Ikiru tame ni shinu no da. Yes. I think they convey some sort of the main motivation of a firefly as a character. She knows she's going to die, but wants to be able to live out her life on her own terms before it happens. Yeah. Her life is limited. She's gonna die. Her life is burning away. But she'll do it on her own terms, and she will shine brightly, like as her namesake, Firefly, as she does so. And I can see that the core message or that core meaning lies, like it's in all three languages, but their representations are very different. Interesting. Very cool. Very cool. Hold on. Let's see the last sentence where Kafka is. Yeah, okay. The last Kafka's remark is not much different. Outside, in English we have fireflies dancing among the stars. In Korean we have 별 사이에 반딧불이가 반짝이네. So she said 반짝이네. That's glittering, not dancing. So she said glittering instead of dancing in Korean. Mother needing emoji. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Okay. But yeah, so the Kafka jump scare marks the end of the trailer. But yeah, so this animated short was more or less the same across the languages as well. But the last part where Firefly is whispering to herself had some quite the major differences in how it's put. That was very cool. Otherwise, more or less the same. Hold on, actually. Wrong one, sorry. I just want to find out something. About $1 for every time they make a character with a limited lifespan in gacha game with a tragic background. I wouldn't need to work ever. Bro! Yeah, I wonder if this direction of the different ways to convey Firefly's main conflict propagated to her other voice lines then. That's a possibility. Hold on. I want to hear how Firefly sounds like in Japanese.
私死んだの死んだのは誰
Okay, I'll be honest. I try to advocate Korean and English dubs as much as I can, but holy moly, the Japanese dub blew this out of the park with this one. Also, speaking of which, this is what I wanted to talk about before, but I kind of saved it before we move on to the last trailer. So what is Firefly's name in other languages? So we have Firefly, that's the English one. So what's her name in other languages? So her other names, it's not literally Firefly. It's not read as Firefly, I mean. But they are words that mean Firefly. In Korean, we have Pandi, which is another word for which comes from the word. I don't know if it comes from the word. I don't know which one comes first. But the more common word for fireflies in Korean is 반딧불이. Get out of here, Teal! Get out! No, I'm just kidding. Sit down. Sit back down. 반딧불이 is the more common word for fireflies, and then from there, they took the word pandi, which is also a real word. It also means fireflies, so they use pandi as her name for Korean, and it's interesting. Instead of going for 반딧불이, they went for pandi, which I think is very pretty. It's also a pure Korean word, I think, which means it doesn't have any roots in Chinese characters, and it's a word that's of purely Korean origins. And I think I like their choice on that. In JP, it's Hotaru, which also means fireflies. So they just took their words that mean firefly. I reckon they did the same thing for Chinese. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about it because I can't read Chinese. So yeah, that's her name in each of the languages. Sam is still Sam in all of them. I believe. Hold on. Yeah, strategic assault mech, it's Sam. Sam's just Sam in all of them. So it's... Though I think in Korean they've used the word 철기 a few times. Which I don't think it specifically meant to, like, refers to Sam's, but more like the suit itself. I think. I could be wrong though, because I don't know the lore behind all this. Anything else worth mentioning? Kafka, Mommy. I mean, what? Okay. So with that behind, let's move on to the what the last. What is happening? No. Season, the Firefly trailer, the which is the actual gameplay trailer, I believe. Okay, that's it, right? These are just yeah, the in-game reviews or the version trailers. Okay, let's look at her actual Firefly trailer. Hold. Cut the music. Cut the music. Cut the music. The subtitle is Japanese. Alright, let's check this one out. This one, the other ones I've seen like glimpses here and there, but this one I've actually never seen, so I'm going in totally blind.
Requesting reinforcements. I repeat, requesting reinforcements.
We're starting like this.
Forward.
Reinforcements! I repeat, requesting reinforcements! Siege unit has lost signal. Strike unit will engage target. We're under fire. Darn it! Is the experimental weapon ready yet? Darn!
Unfortunately, I was also born a weapon to be destroyed. It's our destiny!
Tell me, who were you before?
Glamoth's Iron Cavalry,
And now,
Celeron, Hunter.
then who will you be in the future?
I don't know.
To burn to ashes is the honor of Glamoth's Iron Cavalry. Like destiny, it cannot be defied.
But for that, I still have the right to choose. Even if I'm like a firefly to a flame, and life begets death. In the future, I will be a firefly and live for myself until I die.
I see. I love a dose of PTSD to go with my trailers. They are fantastic accompaniments. But yes, that's a fine trailer showing off how cool Sam is. Jesus Christ, Sam is so cool. Anything noteworthy? Otherwise, wait, who was that? Was that Trailblazer that showed up in the end? Was it? Is that Trailblazer? I think it is. Okay, it is. Okay. Right. Let's it was a story moment in the 2.0. I see. So actual story moments kicking in the trailers. Is this before or after her quote-unquote... Well, not, I wouldn't say death, but her getting stabbed in the back and having a donut. And then she like dies. Okay, so it's before. That's exactly what I was talking about. That's exactly what I was talking about. Her quote-unquote dying in Penacony. Okay, so that was before. Thank you, Firefly, for traumatizing the raccoon trash can diver. Anyhow, let's check out the Korean one. Here. Hold on. Okay, no CC. 20. Alright.
지원받는다. 전진하라. 지원받는다. 포위 부대의 신호가 끊겼다. 강습 부대 목표에 접근. 교전 중. 젠장. 실험병기는 아직이야. 서둘러.
너처럼 병기로 태어났는데 인간에게 파괴되는 게 우리의 운명이지.
답해라. 과거, 넌 어떤 인간이었지?
글라모스 잘게.
지금은?
스텔라는 환타.
그렇다면 앞으로는 뭐가 될 건가?
모르겠어.
모든 걸 불태우는 것이 글라모스 철기의 영광이다. 이는 운명처럼 거스를 수 없지.
하지만 그 전에 내겐 선택할 권리가 있어. 설령 생명을 불태우는 반딧불이라 해도 가장 찬란한 빛을 낼 거야. 반딧불이가 돼서 날 위해 생겼어. 지금마저 불타버릴 때까지.
Huh. I noticed quite a bit of differences in the writing. Hold on. She has the second highest Stellar and Hunter bounty behind Kafka. Well, I guess it makes sense because Kafka's a mommy. I mean, a villain is what I meant to say. She's so bad she just step on me. I mean, she needs to let's check out the lines. Let's check out the lines. Huh? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I didn't say anything. Huh? Huh? What's up? Huh? Huh? Why do I exist? Hold on. So, let's see here. It's okay, I don't judge you out loud. You know what, Theo, I appreciate it. I appreciate the fact that you call me a disgusting weeaboo bastard only in your heart and you don't say it out loud. I appreciate that. Anyhow, where was it? Here's the first one. Here is the first one. In English, we have to be destroyed is our destiny. She doesn't mention who is destroying her and the other weapon thingamajig. But in the Korean one, she's very specific. 인간에게, 인간 is human. To be destroyed by humans is our destiny. Interesting. So she is specific about who is destroying them. It's the humans who created them, I guess? Then what was the other one? And then, again, very specific choice of words. English, who were you before? But in Korean, 과거, in the past, 과거 means past. 넌 어떤 인간이었지? What kind of human were you? It's not, Korean's not asking who were you, it's specifically asking what kind of human were you. So I guess the narrative that they're trying to go for in Korean is she too was a human being that only knew destruction. I guess that might be one direction of the narrative that they're trying to go for. 철기. Okay, so 철기 means iron cavalry. Now, Stallion Hunter. And who will you be in the future? Burn to ashes. Oh, okay, another one. To burn to ashes is the honor of Glamoth's iron cavalry. So to burn to ashes. So for yourself to just burn to ashes, serving the Glamoth Empire or whatever, is the honor. In Korean, we have 모든 걸 불태운 것이 글라모스 철기의 영광이다. So we have 모든 걸. It means everything. So to burn everything, 모든 걸 불태우는 것이. To burn everything is the honor of the Glamoth's iron cavalry, which, depending on how you take it, to burn everything, it could mean to burn everything she has, but also to burn everything else, to destroy everything. And because she was so going by this narrative in the Korean, she was once a human that would destroy everything, and to destroy everything was the honor of the Glamoth cavalry, and she refused to do that because they are being destroyed by humans, is something that one can take from the Korean version. Hold on, what was the not that one. Yep. Okay, so this part, the last part, or monologue, is taken exactly from the animated short. Same goes for the English one as well. In English, we have life begets death. Korean, burn for the most radiant light. In the future, I'll be a firefly and live for myself until. And the last bit of difference, another bit of difference. In English, we have until I die and burn to ashes. In Korean, 죽음마저 불타버릴 때까지. 죽음 is death. So what it says is until I burn even death. So she will burn brightly in radiant light until she burns even death itself, is what she's saying in Korean. So the narrative is very different in English and Korean. The Korean almost has like a redeeming factor to it. She wants to, sure, like both are going the direction of the change to become something else in the future and to live on her own terms, to burn as she wills. But in Korean, there is a stronger injection of the narrative where she once was no different from those who would destroy, but now she chooses to be something else. Very interesting. Fascinating. And I don't think there's anything else that comes afterwards. Yes, that's pretty much it. Oh. Very cool, very cool. Hold on, let me see how it is in Japanese. Here we go.
私も生まれながらの兵器など壊されるのは私も生まれながらの兵器など壊されるのは私たちの運命
Huh! She doesn't say human here. That's unique to the Korean version.
教えてください。あなたは何者だったのか。
Oh! Okay, so the whole human thing is entirely unique to the Korean version. It's entirely interpreted and made by the Korean version. There is no mention of humans in the Japanese version at all. Huh! And what does she say in the end? Uh-huh. Wait, hold on. What did she say? Oh, right. I was a idiot and I closed it. What the hell? What's the transcript? What did she say in the end? Until I die and burn to ashes. Oh, okay. The last line is different between all three languages. In Korean, burn even death. In English, I die and burn to ashes. In Japanese, she said, what did she say? 全てが燃え尽きるまで. So, until everything burns. So in Japanese, she said everything, you know, burn everything, I guess. In Korean, she says burn death, I guess. And in English, she said burn myself, I guess. Man, why am I like this? This is supposed to be a touching trailer, and then I'm just making a meme out of it. But that's pretty much what she said in these different versions. Very interesting. But yeah, so the whole human whatever narrative is unique to the Korean one. It's not existent. It's not present in the English and the Japanese one. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, before I move on to the in-game lines, Tsungahime, since you are the resident Star Rail expert here, is there anything else that I should check out, like a cutscene or whatever, in terms of Firefly that I should check out? Or should I just move on to the in-game voice lines? Also, I'm gonna hydrate myself. You gamers should also hydrate yourselves. Keep yourself hydrated. Water is important. Unless you want to end up like a shriveled mango, which is not the most fun thing, coming from experience. I think that was it story-wise for Firefly. Yeah, I think that was all the trailers that are up here. Yeah, the show video trailer, the like a review. Yeah, in-game review. Is that Albert? That does seem like Albert. The animated short trailer, and then the other thingamajigs. While you look that up for me, and my gratitude for that, let me just real quick. Uh-huh. Yes. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, I guess well, in the meantime, let me prepare these. Because I did, as I mentioned, for some reason they didn't have the in-game combat dialogues for in Honey Hunter World. So I found some YouTube videos as replacement. Thank God. There are these good people who have them on YouTube. Where was it? It was this one. Oh, look! It's the Entourage! Oh, based. Hold on. Okay. So I'm not gonna listen to all of these. Because that would be insanity. I mean, I guess I can. It's not that long. But I won't be able to keep track of them. So I'll move on to... I'll focus mostly on the combat lines, I guess. And hold on. But there are advertisements. I know how to get rid of them. There we go. That should work. I want to focus on the actual combat dialogues. Fun fact, I don't know if it actually works on other browsers as well, but in Chrome, if you load up a video and then press back and come back to the video immediately, you can skip the ads. I don't know why it works, but it apparently does. Where are the combat lines? A bit farther away. What is this order? Wait. Ah, here we go. Ah, here we go. Combat voices. Let me lower this a little bit. And this one is also, where are the combat voices? Around here. Okay. Yeah, let's go with the combat voices because I can't go through everything else. It's too much. Let's see here. What does she say for this one?
Initiate cleanup.
Wow, Sam sounds so raspy in English. Interesting. Oh, too far.
소탕 시작.
Wow. Yeah. So I noticed that their directions for Sam is very different. In English, Sam sounds a lot more raspy and angry. It's like what did he say? Initiate cleanup. While the Korean one, his voice is a lot more clear. Almost sounds like a shonen anime protagonist. It's like 소탕 시작, and it's cool. But otherwise, the battle begins, weakness break, initiate cleanup, 소탕 시작. They're the same things.
Target sighted. All units on alert.
English Sam traumatized, angry. Korean Sam shonen battle cry. That's pretty much it is, from what I can tell. All units on alert.
목표 출현. 모두 경계하도록.
Okay, sighted. All units on alert. Interesting. So here is where the first bit of differences come up. Target sighted. So the second sentence in English, it's all units on alert. Excuse me, I can't speak. In Korean, we have 모두 경계하도록. So the English writing is very it's almost rigid, right? It's a very militaristic manner of speech. All units on alert. The Korean is also kind of a rigid manner of speech, but it's not as rigid. It says 모두 경계하도록. That means everyone on alert. It's not to the point where all units on alert. It's not to that point. So it sounds a bit, in terms of phrasing, it sounds a bit softer than the English one.
I will claim victory for myself.
Interesting delivery. Uh-huh.
난 나를 위해 승리를 거둘 거야.
Okay, that sounds... Huh. That was... Hold on. What the hell? That was a kind of weird delivery.
Clean up.
Not that one.
Target sighted. All units
Not that
on
one.
alert.
I will claim victory for myself.
Oh. Am I crazy or did that delivery sound a bit weird? Firefly, it's okay. You don't have to try and sound angry. You are a sweet girl. You don't have to do that. The lines are pretty much the same, but the Korean one sounds a bit more Firefly than the English Firefly. If you get what I mean. Interesting delivery.
Sam in position.
Oh, Sam in position. Sounds like some Metal Gear line. It's like Snake in position. Colonel, I'm in position. Colonel, is this a bomb?
쌤, 준비 완료.
Yep. The Korean one sounds a lot more clear.
Joining the battle.
Battle.
전장에 합류한다.
전쟁에 합류한다. Ah! Okay. This one, pretty much the same line, but a minor difference. English, it said joining the battle. In Korean, we have 전장에 합류한다. 전장 means battlefield or war theater, if you want to be very specific about the military terms. So, in Korean, he said joining the battlefield instead of joining the battle. Just minor difference, not much to it.
Firefly, Type 4, in position.
Uh-huh.
반딧불이 타입 4, 준비 완료.
Huh. I guess they did this on purpose. Like, these complete combustion lines, which I believe is are the lines that play when she activates her Giga Firefly mode. It sounds like, at least to me, what they sound like is basically Firefly trying to talk like how Sam sounds like. It feels like that. Huh.
Firefly, Type 4, in position.
And the delivery can be a bit wobbly at times, I think. Like the Korean one, she just talks like she normally does.
반딧불이 타입 4, 준비 완료.
Yeah, she just pretty much talks like she normally does, just a little bit more disciplined. While the English one, she sounds almost like her manner of speech is very different. She sounds like she's trying to talk like Sam does.
This is more than a battle.
Huh. Yeah, that. Hmm.
이건 단순한 전투가 아니야.
Yeah. The writing's pretty much the same. It's there's no difference in writing. Huh. Interesting.
Sam awaiting orders.
Uh-huh.
쌤, 지시 대기 중.
Uh-huh. Okay, that's the same thing as well.
Firefly, Type 4, awaiting orders.
What? Wait, hold on. What is... What did she deliver it like that? Huh? That was a little weird. Interesting. Usually I try not to comment too much about the delivery themselves, but what was that? Hold on.
Firefly, Type 4, awaiting orders.
Why does she sound like she's about to laugh? Am I crazy? Hold on.
반딧불이 타입 4, 지시 대기 중.
Is it me or does she actually sound like she's about to... Yeah, no, the delivery was odd. Yeah, it's weird. It sounds like she's about to laugh.
Firefly, Type 4, awaiting orders.
What? It's like she sounds like she's working at the Wendy's and she's like, what would you like to order? That sounds like the order she's talking about here. What is happening? She sounds like she has a smirk on her face. Exactly. She sounds like she's about to burst out laughing. Or she's like at the Wendy's. And it's like, welcome to Wendy's. What would you like to order? What the hell is happening here?
Move 4! Ignite!
Okay, that one's pretty good. Like, that one's a pretty good delivery. When she's actually, you know, like, cranking out her voice. Like this one just now. Ignite. That one sounded pretty good.
4! Ignite!
That one sounded pretty good. Born to be silly, forced to fight and die. Maybe she was meant to be a streamer. Maybe Firefly was meant to be a streamer, born to be silly, and she just ended up on the wrong planet, I guess. Yeah. So in Korean, I think it's pretty consistent that she just talks the way she does all the time. Pretty low energy. She's not like screaming at any point. But in English, we hear her starting to scream a little bit.
Executing attack.
Oh, okay. Calm down, Sam. You're about to execute the whole team. I guess Sam's in favor of execution.
공격 개시.
Okay, I mean, to be fair, executing is fine. It's not like it's wrong or different or anything. But the Korean one is closer to a commencing attack than executing attack. Interesting.
Prime detonate.
That freaking Sam, English Sam, sounds like he's the final boss of like a freaking some other video game or something. Jesus Christ, Sam's so angry in the English one.
준비 기폭.
Prime detonate, same thing.
I shall set the seas ablaze!
Oh. That was one of the deliveries of all time.
별바다를 불태우리.
Hold on. Live to fight, fight to live. Born to fight and die, forced to be silly. Hold on, what the hell was that delivery?
I shall set the seas ablaze!
What the hell is this delivery? What is this? Like, huh? That... I guess they were trying to match the animation with the voice? Which, to be fair, fun fact. The reason why a lot of anime dub sounds cringe, and I agree that a lot of them sounds cringe, is because, to be fair, they don't have a lot they can work with, because, like, unlike 3D video games, where they can work with the mouth movement, or video games like Star Rail and Genshin, where they can just not give a damn, anime, it's 2D anime, you can't change the motion of the lips, because it's very expensive to do so, and they can't just say, screw it, we'll just do it live. They can't do that either. So they are forced to sync the lips with English language, where the original lips, like the lip movement, was in Japanese. So it's very hard to do that. So they're forced to make writing that can sound weird, and probably will sound weird, that no one actually says. And then they also have to like speak in a pace that's usually not very common. So that's like a major, like a reason why a lot of anime voiceover sounds a little weird. Not always, of course. There are other cases where it's just anime voiceover and it sounds weird. But yeah, it feels like that's what happened here. Because...
I shall set the seas ablaze!
Okay, the more I hear it, the more funny it gets. I don't know if I'm getting crazy. Okay, if I listen to this a few more times, I'll probably go insane. But difference in writing, there's one here. Here, she just said she will set the seas ablaze. In Korean, she says 별바다, which is the, I believe the actual term is star ocean. So she will set the star ocean ablaze. And I guess in Japanese, if I had to guess, the Japanese one probably says hoshisora, which is also a term that's one-to-one same word as 별바다. Interesting. What about the next one? Oh. Huh. The second half was okay. The first half was Hold on, let me hear that again.
Live to fight! Fight to live!
I am so confused. Let's move on to the Korean one.
싸우기 위해 살고 살기 위해 싸운다.
Okay, yeah. Same line, 1-to-1, no difference. But I feel like the first half was good and the second half sounded like she was about to end it with. Hold on, you might be onto something. Hold on.
Live to fight, fight to live.
You might be onto something, Teal. Fight to live, dude. Yeah, it's something's off. Something's off. Something's definitely off here. Like Korean, it's just pretty much consistent. She just talks in her low energy voice no matter what's happening. This one, she's trying to go high energy, and it works sometimes, like the ignite line she said before. But this was not working. I'm sorry. It's
Live to fight, fight to live.
maybe Firefly should have been a streamer. Born to be silly. I feel like Ian Direction had the idea that Firefly fighting in her SAM suit actually hurts her. That's a fair point. Like, it's not like she's just in like a giant mech and she's just, you know, like she has her fingers on her joystick. She's actually doing the fighting. It probably hurts her more than the others, maybe. Especially she's on fire all the time. I guess that makes sense because it sounds like her delivery has her sound paid and Sam's like on fire. Yeah, exactly. So it like she's like it's like fight to live. It's like they're trying to really squeeze it, and I can see where they're going with it. Unfortunately, it's not working out in some parts. I think like the direction of the voice could have been a little better. Yep, especially in her complete combustion phase. Yeah, it that makes sense.
Attack detected.
Okay, I don't know why, but that it's that's kind of funny. It feels a bit like mocking. Like Sam got hit by a light attack, and he's like attack detected. It's like that didn't hurt, but I registered that as an attack. It sounds like he's mocking the attack, the feeble attempt. That's a funny line, actually.
Fight to live.
I didn't mean to go back that far. Jesus Christ.
Attack detected.
Confirmed. Ouch. Oh, this is getting funnier than I anticipated it to be.
공격 감지.
Oh, wow. Wow, the Korean one isn't even registering the pain. But yeah, that's the same line. Heavy attack.
Recalibrating.
Okay, recalibrating.
계획을 바꾼다.
Oh! Huh. Interesting. This one's completely different. I mean, to be fair, I guess it can be taken as quite similar. But Korean, what he said is changing plans. Almost like when you have a the navigating thingamajig in your car, and then you go the wrong way, and the thing is like turn right in 3.5 sandwiches, and then you just go straight ahead for like 6 sandwiches. And then the thing goes recalculating. It's almost like that. It's Sam said changing plans in the Korean one, while the English one is recalibrating, which of course their core meaning is quite similar, but it's a little different.
Attack detected.
Okay. Oh, she just sounds like she's about to burst out laughing any minute, man.
Recalibrating.
Attack detected.
Is it me? Am I going crazy? Am I just going nuts? Like, that sounds like she's actually about to burst out laughing. Like, I guess she was trying to sound like she felt something, and then it registered, but it sounds like she's about to laugh.
공격 감지.
Uh-huh. the Korean is very consistent with what it's doing.
Recalibrating.
Okay, that one sounded a little better. It sounds like she's actually in pain.
기획을 바꾼다. Like fireflies to a flame, life begets death.
That's the line in the trailers.
반딧불이는 생명을 불태워 빛을 내지.
I like also I like the implication that the Sam voice what do you call it, the voice mask, the voice filter just adds more energy to what Firefly is saying, because Korean Firefly is very low energy, and then the Sam is very shonen, so it just adds a shonen energy in her voice.
I will fight for myself until everything burns to ashes!
Okay. How about the Korean one?
난 나를 위해 싸울 거야. 모든 게 불타버릴 때까지.
Okay, yeah. Generally, it's still, she's not like screaming off the top of her lungs or anything. Korean ones consistently low energy.
Mission terminated.
Oh well, he's gone. Bro's gone.
임무 중지.
Wow, the Korean Sam actually sounds like he's about to die. Damn, okay.
Ashes!
So let me hear them one more time.
Mission terminated.
Yep. Like, it's like the English one is again still sounding very raspy and angry. Return to battle.
Returning to battlefield.
전장으로 복귀한다.
Damn, the contrast is kind of like it's very distinct. It's almost polarizing actually.
Support received.
지원 확인.
Okay. Same line. Okay, we're back to more complete combustion.
Mission terminated.
Wait.
Mission terminated.
She sounds like she's playing some League of Legends game, and she and her team lost, and she's like, "Oh, dang it! Mission terminated." That's what she sounds like. Let's go gambling! Oh, dang it!
임무 중지. There's no turning back from here.
Yeah, I think that's the issue here. She's pacing her speech down a bit too much. And that's where things are starting to sound weird. Also, hold on, is it supposed to change?
앞으로 나아가는 것 외에 테러는 없어.
Okay, yeah. So the return to battlefield line is completely different from the non-combustion version. There's no turning back from here. Okay. The Korean one is a little different from the English one. The English one, she said, there's no turning back from here. The Korean one, 앞으로 나아가는 것 외에는 퇴로는 없어. What that means is the only way out is forward. Which, of course, in core, they mean the same thing, but a different phrasing. One thing that I personally think would add more of an impact to the Sam voices is when she does her ultimate, the Sam voice gets static as if the armor is being pushed to its limit. That would be cool too. That would have been cool too. But I think the what's happening here mostly is the Sam voice filter gets removed completely, I think. I could be wrong here. I don't actually play the game. But it looks like when the combustion happens, some of the lines it's both Sam and Firefly, but other lines I think it's just Firefly.
Thank you. I will keep fighting.
Oh. Not exactly related, but Wrong subtitles.
Thank you.
She said thank you, it says thanks. Wrong subtitles. Excellent. I mean, to be fair, it's minor error. It's not like, crazy.
Will keep fighting.
I still remember, that one time in, Cloud Retainer's story quest in Genshin, when she was sighing because, this dumbass wouldn't buy her, very old antiques. And the subtitle says she was panting. I'm like, she's panting? Excuse me? that doesn't sound like panting, ma'am. 0 out of 10 English dub. Worse than beats me? Okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves. It's hard to beat beats me. That thing is definitely one of the lines of all time.
고마워. 계속 싸울게.
Okay, the Korean one's same. Technique, what technique?
Firefly Type 4. Activate.
Ah, holy moly, so dramatic. I love it.
반딧불이 타입 4 가동!
Very shonen, but the same thing.
Every victory is hard won.
What? Hold on, did I hear that right?
Activate.
Every victory is hard won.
Okay, I think she's trying to sound tired here, and it's not working out, unfortunately. I think the voice direction could have been better.
쉽게 얻은 승리는 단 하나도 없어.
Same thing, same line.
No danger detected, but never let your guard down.
This one sounds fine. Yeah, so I think when the voice direction is trying to pace her down too much, I think that's when it's getting to the VA and it's starting to sound a little weird.
위험하진 않지만 경계를 늦춰선 안 돼.
Same thing. Korean. How about the other choice?
Inspection complete. Nothing suspicious.
Yeah, like all these lines, when she's talking normally, she sounds great. In fact, when she's talking normally, at least for me, she sounds better than the Korean one. But it kind of fluctuates a bit much, depending on what she's trying to say and how she's delivering it. Which also, I think, in my opinion, is a general pattern. Like, the difference between Japanese voiceover and English voiceover, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, naturally, is Japanese voiceover is very consistent in their style and quality. Like, I think there is a very strict and solid code on how voiceover is done in Japanese. On the other hand, I think English voiceover is a bit free with their style. Especially with, like, you know, a bunch of different accents they can do, like the styles, the dialects, and all these kind of things. Kind of act up to the fact that, like, the voiceover and the writing can also be of different styles and of varying, you know, quality. And hence, you know, when it sounds cringy, like, that's why I think a lot of people also feel like English voiceover / anime dub is bad, because I think the quality does fluctuate quite a bit. But that also means they can also come up with really creative writing, and when it's good, I think English voiceover can be really good. At least that's how I see it. Hold on, where was I?
Full of supplies. A rare find.
Yeah, English Firefly definitely has it and displays a lot more emotion than the Korean one.
검사 완료. 빠뜨린 건 없어.
Oh, did I skip one line? I did. Sorry.
물자가 넉넉하네. 흔치 않은 일이야.
Yep. Pretty much same lines, all of these. But English Firefly, she's very consistent. She's almost borderline monotone in how she says things. Did I say English? I meant Korean. Correction. Sorry. The Korean Firefly, she's almost monotone in how she says things. All of these lines are delivered pretty much the same way. English one, she has a bit more emotion to what she says. Because purists. I mean, okay. You know, when people argue that dub is better / sub is better, I argue that just watch what you like. By arguing one is better than the other, you are the only one who's doing it wrong. If you like dub, just watch the dub. If you like the sub, just watch the sub, you know? And one is not inferior to the other. And as I like to say, what if you're playing video games, what classes are S tier? Your favorite classes are S tier. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Puzzle solving.
Mechanism deactivated.
Uh-huh.
장치를 해제했어.
Okay, not gonna lie though, English Firefly does sound like she was born to be silly, but she was made to fight, admittedly.
Impressive. Impeccable precision.
What? Odd? I don't think Firefly has said anything this flowery. Huh.
대단해. 아주 정확한 판단이야.
That's a little different. That sounds like she was trying to... You know, hold on. You might be right. You might be onto something.
Impressive. Impeccable precision.
There's a little bit of that. It does sound like she... There's like a sprinkle of her trying to flirt, it feels like. Man, then again, it did seem like they're trying to build something, a relationship between her and the Trailblazer. I could be wrong though. I have never played a Star Rail, so I could be wrong. Don't take my word for it. But she does like the main character, I think. Maybe. You might be right, Teal. You might be right. Slight difference in writing. Hold on, what is this? Hold on, what is that? Oh wait, hold on. Copy this and then let's see here. Wow, no! Twitch, you idiot! No, I didn't mean to do that. You stink. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Was that Twitch's fault or Twitter's fault? I have no idea. Man, do you like... Does the voice line play every time you like switch your characters? That is quite funny. Hold on, where was it? Jesus Christ, I got lost. Images that you can hear. The images that live rent-free in your brain. It plays every time they use the skill. Nice. There's some video games where like the voice line plays every time you switch the character in a turn-based game. And you can create some very funny situations with those. But I guess that's not the case for Star Rail. It's like a Pro CD video! Damn. True.
Danger ahead. Ready yourself.
Mm-hmm. Which one was this? Hold on.
I think that enemy got the point.
Classic.
Nice one, Archibald. I think that enemy got the point. Yeah. I think that enemy got the point. I think that enemy got the point.
Okay.
I think that enemy...
Gosh, Archibald, do you think that enemy did or did not get the point?
I think that enemy got the point.
Okay.
God, I think that enemy got the point. Man, it's Pro CD is so good. He's so funny. To see someplace. To fight to live. Oh god. Now that I think about it. Oh yeah, I was going insane because of freaking who's this? Dr. Ratio screaming minus every time he throws his chalk in the freaking who's this? Vampire Survivors event. That was definitely something. It's like minus. Jesus Christ. Okay, Dr. Ratio, I get it, it's minus.
Let me stay here a little longer in this body.
Oh, hold on, what? Oh, I've skipped over a line
이
again.
앞은 위험하니까 조심해야 해. 이 몸으로 조금만 더 있게
Oh.
해줘.
Oh. I see. I love PTSD. Hold on. You know, there are people who would do things that they would regret. You know? Best viewers on cut.ly/5EAOFAOM 5EAOFAOM these nuts. Wait, what? How the fuck? What? Hold on. They're already banned and how did they chat? What do you mean? Twitch, what do you mean? They're already banned and they... What? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Because I was trying to ban them, and then Twitch told me they are already banned. I'm like, then how did they chat here? Maybe you didn't IP ban them? Oh. Oh, fair point. Oh well. It's fine. If they show up again, that's a problem for future Mango, not the current Mango. The bot has been destroyed and gone for now. The bot will no longer live to spam and spam to live. They've died. Life begets death after all. But yeah, I think that's all the correction combat lines that Firefly and Sam have. Anything else that I should check out? Are there like any particular lines that are funny / interesting from her that is not PTSD inducing? Oh? Check out the alliance she has about other people. I shall. Let's see here. Like Silver Wolf. Silver Wolf. Oh, wow. I almost made it perfectly. Done.
World of silver fragments.
Okay. And let me find the Korean one first before I actually listen to it. Black Swan. Kafka. Eunrang. Side note, Silver Wolf in Korean is Eunrang, which is Chinese character-based name, which also means Silver Wolf. Okay, so let's listen to the English one first.
She always complains that I don't have any strategy when I play games. She says I just go clink, 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 bang, bang, and it's over. But I can't learn that trick of hers called, cheesing? Am I just too stupid?
Okay, that was really good. Yeah, okay. Freaking English Firefly is just born to be silly. What is this? Hold on, how about the Korean one?
은랑은 항상 내가 전략 없이 게임을 한다고 툴툴대곤 해. 나는 항상 탕탕탕 펑펑펑만 하고 끝낸다나? 근데 난 은랑의 그 기술을 못 따라하겠어. 땡땡이였나? 아님 내가 너무 바보인가?
Okay, unfortunately, the Korean version is not as funny because one, she is a lot more dead inside Korean, and also the second reason is there is no, I don't know if there is. I don't think there is a term for cheesing in Korean. 땡땡이는 아닌데. So the word she used here, 땡땡이 is, I don't know why they put it here, because they put 땡땡이 and then on top they wrote 얍사비. 얍사비 is more appropriate to be fit into here, because 얍사비, that means like a smart ass, not smart ass, like a clever little sneak, you know. 땡땡이 땡땡이가 왜 여기 있지? 땡땡이, that what it means is it's procrastinating on work is the best way to put it, I guess. Yeah. So if you are supposed to be working and if you're watching my stream, then you are committing 땡땡이. 땡땡이, that's what's happening. Which neither of the word is really able to, you know, save the vibe that the word cheesing has, unfortunately. And the English one's pretty damn good.
Over. She always complains that I don't have any strategy when I play games. She says I just go clink, 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 bang, bang, and it's over. I can't learn that trick of hers called, cheesing? Am I just too stupid?
Yeah, that was funny. That was pretty good delivery from the English side. Yep. You know, Firefly, English Firefly, confirmed, born to be silly. Clank, clank, clank. Oh, she sounds just like Silverwolf? Oh, that's good. That's good. I guess she really tried. Clank, 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 bang, bang. But in Korean, she's just like, tang, 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 pong, pong, pong. And it's like, they're really hammering down on the fact that she's dead inside in Korean. And unfortunately, that helps with consistency, but also it makes the funnier lines like this one a bit less funny. But yeah, that was a good one. Anything else, Hime, that you can point us towards? Let me just skim through the... think of anything else. Okay, let me just skim through like these. Maybe if there's like... I mean, to be fair, I can expect something related to or involving Silver Wolf to be funny. OMG annoyance bugs. Yeah, I'd be annoyed too if the bugs were wiped out. Oh yeah, hold on. Where was it? Where was? Wait, Fireflies and Butterflies open fight. Hold on. All right, let's listen to this one.
But spiders...
Oh, it's too far. Sorry.
Fireflies and butterflies often fly to me. But spiders and cockroaches come too. That's why I prefer cold places. But when the temperature drops, I also don't want to move. What a dilemma.
True. True. I'm just like her, for real, for real. Wow, I actually found it. One shot. Based.
날이 밝을 때까지 쭉.
Hold on, how does the Korean one sound like?
반딧불이와 나비가 종종 내게 날아오는데 거미와 바퀴벌레도 따라오곤 해. 그래서 난 추운 곳이 더 좋아. 문제는 기온이 내려가면 나도 움직이고 싶지 않아진다는 거야. 정말 어렵네.
Yep. Honestly, yeah, I guess one downside to the Korean version, it's along with her being not as funny, the other one being she's a bit predictable as to how she's gonna sound like. Like, honestly, I can tell, like, any of these lines, I'm like, okay, she's probably gonna sound like that, and because she's very dead inside and almost monotonic and low energy, it's pretty clear how she's gonna sound like. The English one, because she has a little bit more emotion, she's not as dead inside, she has something still, you know, burning inside her heart. She can sound quite funny, and she goes clank, 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 bang, bang, and then she's, you know, make a Silver Wolf, a shovel. I can't talk, excuse me. Silver Wolf impersonation and those kind of things. The English one can be a lot more funny. Remember when she sounded so innocent in the first trailer? Yeah, and remember the Megane girl, the cute girl that never showed up again? Remember that? 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 Yeah, it's quite saddening. Man. He broke. Man, a loss of Megane is quite a disparage indeed. So I'm gonna restart Mango. There is no restart button on this Mango. There's only the nuclear launch code that I've been holding on for the past 3 weeks, or however long you told me about the Megan and waifu in the trailer. I'm still contemplating. I remember that. You know, Teal, that did make me laugh. So you get a point for that. Live to fight, fight to live. Man, that's gonna be a meme. Set the seas ablaze! And my favorite, clank, 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 bang, bang, cheesing. Anyhow. Yeah, so I guess we can safely conclude that English Firefly, she is born to be silly, made to fight, while Sam is made to born to fight, made to silly, and Korean Firefly is just dead. Yeah, she's just dead. That's it. That's the end of the sentence. Not much else to it. Hold on. So I'll be wrapping up stream soon, but not immediately. I'll be hanging around a little bit longer. Okay, change this. I'm just Appetizer, AMA, and more yapping. Okay. Oops, wrong one. Okay, so slowly wrap up the stream here, but I also would like to dedicate some time to just yapping / chatting, and also if you guys want to ask, especially in terms of like, oh, I want to learn some Korean, I want to ask some Korean questions, and feel free to do so right now. If you want to ask any questions, AMA, ask me anything. Otherwise, I'm gonna yap a little bit more with you guys and then call it a day. KR Firefly, my life is depressing. Oh, hold on. EN Firefly, my life. Oh lol, my life is so depressing, Lamau. Man. But hey, Fireflies, wherever you are and whichever you are, I hope you guys find happiness in the future. And not die a horrible death like your friends. I mean, what? We talked about how there isn't really a true two-spirit equivalent of cheesing in KR, but how about the other way? A KR word, Korean word or phrase that where an equivalent is hard to find in English? An excellent question! Yes, I believe there are. Hold on, let me try to think for a bit. Yeah, I guess one immediate example is the tang tangy that I mentioned before. Because there is no English, like, an actual, like, one-word slang for, like, procrastinating at work that's universal. Because in Korean, if you say tang tangy, you're like, oh, like, you can just say that word and people immediately understand that you are supposed to be working, but you are not working. But oh, excuse me, holy moly. But procrastinating is not a slang, first of all, and then the word is a bit general. And my brain could be farting right now and then I could be eating shit, but I don't think there is a single English slang word that represents you are supposed to be working, but you are hiding from work and just procrastinating. I don't think there is a slang for that. And so that tang tangy word is a direct example. What else would be there? I mean, there are words that are similar. You're a slacker, yeah. Slacker is as close as it gets, but it's kind of different because slacker is tang tangy is like the action itself. Slacker is the person, right? Oh, you're a slacker, then you're the person that's slacking. You're slacking off. But tang tangy is the action of slacking off, so it's a bit different. So usually you say like it's like 나 땡땡이 친다. You say 친다. That's the verb that goes with it. 땡땡이 친다, and that means you're slacking off. Man, English is the only no language to have slang like that. No language to have a slang like that. What was I gonna say something? I was gonna say like there are naturally phrases where you can like translate. For example, pig in the video game terms. You know, Overlord Norley, who just oinks every day. Pig, ironically, is called giraffes in Korean. Kirin. So in Korean, if you want to say pig, you say giraffe. It's kirin. So there are cases like that where it means the same thing, but they're different words. How do you spell it? Let me just write it out for you. So we have pig equals kirin. And then hold on, we had a cheesing. Probably doesn't exist. On the other hand, we have a tangy tangy that probably doesn't exist, similar to slacker, and not exact. Hold on, let me just stand this to the side a little bit. Yep. And then what else? Eating. Oh, so this is kind of old, and it's not exactly a commonly used meme anymore. But if you've played League of Legends, you've probably heard of this. 도둥둥가. You've probably heard of this if you've played. I'm not exactly like, this is a bit off topic, I guess. I'm like slightly veering to the side, but this is a kind of funny one, so I wanted to mention it. So this was like, I want to call it is it a meme? Does it count as a meme? It's a very, very popular music video from a Korean League field. Hold on. Yeah, so this was a crazy catchy advertisement music from like another League game, but like a League mobile game. Hold on, let me play it. Might as well. Hope this doesn't. Hold on. Not. Why are you translating it? Is there no Korean CC? Well, you guys screwed, I guess. Hold on.
여긴 갤럭시 너의 자식 얼럭키다 너의 두뇌 그래서 타지 않아 21세기 네 전략 이제 전략 능지 차이 나는 널 능지 터참이 롤 아재 롤린 이돌 롤린 인더들 자 이제 누나 막간 담아 회전 초밥 뒤집개로 뒤집어라 레디 새끼 TFT 모바일 부동동자 또로로로 갤럭시 부동동자 TFT 모바일 부동동자 또로로로 갤럭시 부동동자 라이어가 멋이 부동동자 TFT 모바일 부동동자 온유월 소리 가득 찰노동자 또로로로 갤럭시 부동동자 하다 현타 부동동자 TFT 갤럭시 부동동자 유체 뉴 시너지 전설등자 멋이 팬츠 우주 부동동자.
Yeah, it's a crazy earworm, and it was so crazy that people who don't even touch TFT, like when this advertisement showed up, everyone was like, holy moly, that's so good. And everyone was like into it. And then when this like advertisement would show up in like the League streams and whatnot, everyone would just spam dudungdunga because this is what sounds like in English. Why are they cooking for a TFT ad? Who knows? But what he actually says is dudungdungjang. That's the actual thing. It's not dudungdunga. But the meme was transferred to the Western side as dudungdunga, but it's actually dudungtungjang. And the reason why this is actually so good is because it's kind of a not a rhyme. I guess it's kind of a little rhymey. But dudung is like a sound effect word. It's an exclamation word, which is like boom. It's like, yeah, it's like a boom word. And 등장 means like to appear, its appearance. So they merge these words, 두둥등장, and it becomes a crazy catchy word. And it's so meme worthy that everyone started spamming it whenever like League advertisements showed up. And then this is I think a very common thing in Korean words where you can make up new words just by how it sounds like. And Korean language is actually very rich. I can't speak, excuse me. Very rich in its like adverbs and not adverbs, excuse me, adjectives. It's like they can just make up adjectives and pronouns. Is that what it's called? My brain's farting right now. I feel like portmanteaus are more common in Korean than English. Yes, exactly. So Korean, you can just make up words by just like taking how something sounds like or how something like the imagery of a word and then just make it make sense. And if you know Korean, you're like immediately, oh, that makes sense. Like for example, we can like for example, we have in Korean there is this adverbs. Is it adverbs? I could be like I don't know which one's which. There's like this describing like a sound, like auditory describing word, like a 펄럭 and 팔락. And these are very similar, and they both refer and describe the flapping of an object, but they are different. This one is a bit rough, so it describes like a flapping of like a flag, or like a big wings of a big bird. Palak is like a weak flapping, so it's like a butterfly's wings. And they can do this for like so many words. So part of the reason why a lot of people, when they try to learn Korean, their mind gets blown. It's like, what the hell's happening? Is because they can just make up new words like this, and it makes sense if you know Korean. But if you don't, it's a nightmare. It's crazy, and it just immediately makes sense from the perspective of Korean language, because the I don't know why. I don't know what it's about it. Maybe it's because the pronunciation is hard coded into it. But it's very descriptive and on what it can do. Which I think it's a bit weaker in English. Like you can't just like make up word. To be fair, you can, but it's a bit more literal in sense. It's not like, oh, it's like you make these words and you're like, oh, it immediately makes sense. In English, it's a bit hard to do that. And I think this is also another thing that if you try to translate this into English, it's harder because like these descriptive like these are both flapping sounds, but in Korean it makes sense why they are different, but in English, or if you look from an external perspective, it's like, what's different? It's hard to tell. I noticed it even with some basic verbs like 이야기 하다, like 이야기, story, and 하다 is to do. Yes, that's true. That's correct. It's certain nouns are also like paired with certain verbs, which is also the case in English and most other languages as well. In Korean, hold on, I'm trying to think of like a counter example. 얘기하다. Yeah, like in Korean there are like though to be fair, like actually, now that you mentioned, another nightmarishly difficult part in Korean language is the word spacing. Because in English, and this part is one thing that's English is decisively easier than the Korean. Because English, you just put space between the words. That's it. But in Korean, the spacing rules are very strict. And to be fair, most people cannot like do this correctly. Like, if like the thing you mentioned, 이야기하다, this is, I think technically it's correct. But if you want to do it accurately, you have to put a space in between. Because 이야기 is one word and 하다 is another word, so you're supposed to separate them. And in this case, it's a bit easier to tell because this one's noun and this is verb. But like there are some sentences like I think like 오늘 밥 먹으러 가도 hold on, let me turn this thing. My brain's trying to cook. No, wrong word. 는 것도 괜찮을까? Okay, this is no one says this sentence. This is like a very unnatural sentence that I forged up on the spot to basically explain this phenomenon. But there are like a billion spaces around here. Oh, I think there should be a space here as well. Or no, wait, no, sorry, not here. So we have 오늘 밥 먹으러 가는 것도 괜찮을까요? Which means would going to eat today be okay as well, which is kind of an unnatural sentence as I mentioned. But we have 밥, which is literally it means rice, but in general sense it means food in Korean, like to have a meal. Today, meal, eat, go to eat. And then this gatto. These are things that don't exist in English. They are more like follow-up letters to describe the action itself. And then some people like do it like this, remove the space here. Like some people do it like this, remove the space here. But supposedly you're supposed to put space in between each of these things. But these distinctions, the line gets very blurry. Especially with these things that are not actual words and they are just letters that are thrown in because of grammatical rules. And this line, like the word spacing thing, is very difficult if you want to do it accurately in Korean. And it's definitely a lot easier in English. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, from what I've heard, the hardest things that arise when foreigners try to learn Korean is one, the spacing, and two, these descriptive, like context-sensitive descriptions that are just more audible / visual, that don't hold any meanings. These are not real words that have any meanings, but they are just descriptions that make sense because they describe how an object moves, how an object flies, how an object flaps, how an object moves, like runs, and all these kind of things. Clang, 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 boom, boom. Exactly, that's exactly what it is. But like, for example, if you wrote bam, boom, and bang, like these things in English, sure, like they're different, and they might have like very subtle differences. But if you ask people like, how are they different? It's like people will probably be like, aren't they pretty much the same thing? But in Korean, as I mentioned, these are distinctly different. It's like, oh, like a Korean probably can tell like, oh, that and that is different. This one is for like a flag. This one is for like a butterfly. And it's like, and then a person who doesn't speak Korean would be like, oh, how does that make sense? Onomatopoeia? What is that word, Teal? Well, that is not a word I've seen in my life. Onomatopoeias? Hold on, have I heard of that word? I might be gaslighting myself. Words that describe sounds. Ah! Yes, that's the exact one. The formation of a word from a sound associated with what it's named, like bang, boom, exactly, yes. True. Yeah, and a crazy thing is this naturally, like also in English as well, like you can make describing words for not just sounds, but for visuals, like colors and all those kind of things. It's a weird of itself. Yeah. And but like it's the distinction is more diverse yet also more clear in Korean, which makes it very weird and difficult. Oh, What's Sparkle's name in Korean? I believe it's Sparkle as well. Hold on, let me check real quick. I think it's also Sparkle in Korean. Let me just like real quick. What am I even doing? I have my phone right here. Yep, her name is just Sparkle. So sparkle. Oh, wrong word. Sparkle. Sparkle. Yep. So not everything is like transliterated. Like for example, Firefly was changed to Pandi, which also means Firefly. In JP, yeah, it's Hanabi, which is weird, right? Because it's inconsistent. In JP, it's Hanabi. But in Korean wasn't transliterated. I don't know why. But also I'm thinking like, what's a good word to pick? Because if it's just, okay, to sparkle, the word for Korean is 반짝. So if you did like change she set her name to like 반짝이, that's so weird. It sounds like she's like a 3-year-old dog. It's like a dog's name. It's like a pet name. So it's weird. So I don't think they could have done that. So I'm like thinking like, okay, what could they have done? We can't use that. That said, I guess another example of this happening is March 7th. Where's March 7th? Where's March 7th? Because I believe March 7th is also supposed to be... Yep, so March 7th is also just March 7th in Korean. Machi. Like it's hold on. It's just written, and I kid you not, it's just written March 7th. Like not even in Korean, it's just written like this. And I think it's read as Machi 7th, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's how it's read. But which is crazy because in Japanese and Chinese, they are actually written as their respective words for March 7th. So it should be actually 3월 7일. That's how it's supposed to be. 일 would be the day, the month would be 월. So it should be 3월 7일. That's how it's supposed to be. But I don't know why they just made it March 7th. It's weird. And the exact same thing happened with Sparkle. Of course, in Sparkle's case, as I mentioned, there is the issue of a lack of alternative here. Because if you started calling Sparkle 반짝이, I would lose my head and my entire existence, because that's crazy. But in March 7th, you can just call her 3월 7일 and there's nothing wrong with it. And they do that in Chinese and Japanese. I don't know what's going on here. It's interesting. Are there any other cases like that? I don't know. Is there another one? Yes, I will. What do you expect? March 3000 or something? Hello, hentai. What the hell are you doing at this hour? You should be asleep. March 3000. That sounds like our March became like a giant robot or something. The Gundam March. How are you doing today, hentai? You came near the end of my stream, actually. Clara, Natasha. Like if you wanna watch the monodrama trailers real fast in English and Korean. Which one are you talking about? Can you toss me some links? Like the voice directions is so different. In the meantime, is there anything else that like I'm no lifing FF14 until the end of Endwalker? You are insane. But also forge ahead till the end, we pray. Oh, nice. You got the links. Copy that. Let me copy that. Thank you, much appreciated. Let me just close these, and this is the English one. Ah, yes. And then the Korean one. Let me just open them up and then watch them. Why? Whatever. There we go. I killed the advertisement. Don't worry, guys. The ad is dead. Alright, the English version first. CC is in English. Alright, let's take a look. Ow.
There's only one bullet left. Wanna play a game? What's your wager? The life of a faker. Looks like someone's in my way. So what? Let me tell you what foolishness is. Pretending to be smart like you do. Then, what is a fool? Knowing when to act clueless. Like I do. Do you get it now? What is elation? Me. I am elation. Were you scared just now?
I love crazy. My favorite gender, the crazy anime girls. They gotta be my favorite gender. Oh, okay, let's check out the Korean one. Subtitles Korean. Where is it? Here it is.
소원이 한 발 남았는데 게임 한 판 할까? 뭘 걸래? 가짜 목숨? 방해꾼이 있는 것 같네. 그래서 뭐? 내가 우둔한 게 뭔지 알려줄까? 똑똑한 척하는 거야, 너처럼. 그럼 우리는 뭘까? 멍청한 척 해야 할 때를 아는 거야, 나처럼. 이제 알겠지? 그럼 환나기래? 내가 바로 환나기야. 좀 전에 놀란 건 아니지?
Ah, okay. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Oh, Hentai Master's gone. Yeah, what an absolute mad lad. But yes, that was interesting. To be fair, I guess they were trying to go in the same direction, just a different degree. Like the English one does sound like she's some crazy Redditor. And the Korean one, she's just nuts. The giggle she after she calls herself Elation was in particular very nuts. Hold on, let's check out the Japanese one while we're at it. Because, you know, we know that Japanese voiceovers have a knack for making crazy girls. 9! Bitte schweigen! Okay, sorry, my, the angry German mango moment. Hold on, where's the Japanese subtitles? Here we go. Okay, I'm not gonna watch the whole thing, like, let's skip to where the dialogue comes out.
残りの一発でゲームをしない何をかけるの偽りの命邪魔者がいるなそれが何愚かって何かを教えてあげるね賢いって自称する人じゃあ愚者って花火みたいにバカなふりができる人もう分かったかな優越は花火こそが優越今びっくりしたでしょ
Okay, interesting. Very interesting. So the Japanese one actually doesn't sound unhinged in my opinion. But what's interesting about the Japanese one? She refers to herself with her own name. She doesn't say I, which would be atashi, watashi, or whatever. She says hanabi. She calls herself with her own name. In other words, she's third persons herself, which is a common trope, I guess. But yeah, I think the Korean one definitely takes the cake in terms of being the crazy arch redditor. And the thing I really liked is at the end when we feel like this is a real Sparkle, and then we zoom out, and then she comes in from the side. This one, she says "kakung," which means peekaboo. It means peekaboo. So she actually swoops in. She's like "kakung," and then she's like trying to shock the viewers. It's like it's more how do I say it? In stage, as in like it fits the atmosphere a bit more. Because hold on, how was the English one? Yeah, like English, Japanese, she giggles and then comes in. So you can immediately tell like, oh, she's not here. She's coming in from somewhere else. But so she's coming in. She's like, "Akung," and she's actually trying to scare us, which I think is a nice touch to it. It feels more fitting. That's really good. It's really well done. Brilliant. Who's her VA? Song Ye-won. Let's see. Did she voice anything noteworthy that we are aware of? Given the Sparkle cutscenes you saw the other way, it makes sense. Yeah, she has either she has a couple of screws loose or she only has a couple screws. Seems like. Okay, some minor roles here and there. I don't see anything that I recognize. Still want to throw her off the boat for taking the bomb with it. Ooh, she's nuts. She voices Heidi in Arknights, if that means anything to you, Sungahime. The Korean VA for Sparkle. But yeah, she's Oh my god, what lol? Okay, that was a reaction. Yeah, she's apparently Heidi. And she voices one more character. Who is it? She's Heidi and my internet would load. Silly thing. Horn. Yeah, Horn. If that also means anything to you. Some VAs just can turn into crazy people on a whim, which is very impressive to say the least. Hold on, how long have I been streaming? Twitch app please function. Oh, thank you. Sorry, I'm going insane. 3.5 hours. Wow, that's a new record on my end. Which doesn't sound like much, but hey, I'm an old mango. I'm shambling old mango. I stream for 3 hours and I hit the bed. No, I'm just kidding. I'm still fine, but I think I should slowly wrap up. It's been a lot of yammering and yapping from my end. Holy moly. Let me oh yeah, this. There we go. But yes, also, next week, right? I decided to do a little heads up for what's like next time in Half Mango's whatever the hell I'm doing show. If I have decided what I'm gonna do next week. Next week, Siegewind. I'm doing Siegewind next week because I decided I'm just gonna go with the new characters that come out for the week for either Star Rail or Honkai or whatever. So yes, next week's gonna be Siegewind from Genshin. Because they started like pumping out the trailers, right? Oh, that's not the wrong language. Hold on. Yeah, they started pumping out the trailers for Siegewind. So this tiny child is what we're gonna look at next week. Teaser, I see. Yes. The demo is coming out like the day before, right? Which would be next Monday. Or is it the Sunday? Whichever it is. Usually, yeah. So next Friday, by then we should have all the things up and ready for us to take a look. And we'll see how this tiny girl sounds different in Korean and English. But that's about it from me today, I guess. Hope you guys enjoy the Elden Ring DLC if you guys are playing that. And then after next week, it's gonna be Dawn Trail for the 14 enjoyers. And 14 players are gonna just disappear from the face of the planet. And then after that, it's gonna be... Oh, it's gonna be ZZZ. Wow, damn. And then after that, holy moly, this entire, like, 1 month is gonna be insane. Thank you for the stream, Mango. It was nice to finally be here. No, thank you for being here. It's nice to see you here. And I hope to see you again next week. I thank you, everyone who swung by today. And thank you to all the lurkers as well. You guys are the blood of the streamers, as Teal put it. I don't know who put it that way. But yes. Again, next week I should be back at the same time unless something weird happens. Blood? Don't worry about it. But yes, hope you guys have a good weekend and a good week coming up next week. Stay safe, stay cozy everyone, and I'll be seeing you guys next week. Offman go out. See ya everyone.